The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast, as well as its hosts, are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, it is not serious. It is not real. No one is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling you anything about themselves. Also, we do not encourage you to try this at home. We are trained professionals who do not have your best interests at heart, or our own. Enjoy the show.
How's everybody doing?
Feeling great.
Great.
Good.
Awesome.
Feeling good.
Awesome.
Mel, you got an extra glow to you today.
Do I?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
First of all, you came in smiling, shining.
I did.
Spoke to everybody.
You really hyped about this mac and cheese.
Shit was lit. Right, came with the pan. Right.
She walked in and said, "Where's my theme music?"
I did.
Shit.
On the walk-in.
What would the theme music be?
Yeah. She said, "What you want us to have played?"
Reservoir
She
Dogs.
said, "The champ is here."
The champ is here.
Let me see if that's in the Serato for Big Mel.
Yeah, the champ is here.
Have you heard it before?
Yes, I have.
You heard you caught the subliminals?
I mean, there's no subliminals. It's like it's blatant. It's outright.
All right. It's queued up. It's queued up. Whenever you're ready. Uh-oh.
I'm ready.
Uh-oh.
Been ready.
Oh, shit.
Born ready.
Hey, okay. Add some more to that. Come on. That's just so weird. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All right, Mel
You
has
wanna touch
pulled
it?
out.
Ice cream.
Mel has pulled out her Gracie Award, and
It's kind of heavy.
she curled it. Hold up, make some noise. Hold up, make some noise.
Thank you.
Let's
go.
Thank you. I was waiting on that. Thank you.
Hootie hoo.
Too quiet in the room right now. Hold up. Act like y'all been around a Gracie Award winner before.
Ain't nobody else ever pulled that box out.
It's a fact.
That's right.
It's a fact, Freeze. It's a fact, Freeze.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Yeah, do you have a speech?
Well, Mark already acknowledged my glow. So
Yes.
that might be part of the reason.
That's
Maybe
not the
a little
speech.
bit.
Yeah. That's not the speech.
Well, I would like to thank everybody for, for acknowledging this win. I would like to thank my cast here for constantly being supportive. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you. All right. I would like to thank the Alliance for Women in Media. Thank you so much for this prestigious national award. Thank you very much. And I'd also like to thank my haters, who are very, very motherfucking quiet right now. Haven't heard a peep out of y'all motherfuckers. Not a motherfucking peep. And y'all are gonna be so sick of me.
Well, because maybe they don't know what the.
You're right. You're right. They probably don't know what this award is. They probably have no clue what this fucking award is because they will never get into the motherfucking room to win this award.
Reverse card.
Exactly.
That was very good.
An award that has been given to Oprah Winfrey, to Hoda Kotb, to fucking Gayle King, and everyone else.
And Melyssa fucking Ford.
Motherfucking
Talk about
Ford.
it.
Okay.
I also noticed something.
What did you notice?
Notice you got some new earrings. Who bought them? Baby, I was watching. Hey, how did you notice that? Who bought them shits? It was shining. Her shits used to be cloudy. I'm like, these shits are shining.
I can't see. Hey, make some noise, man. Stop playing with Big Mel.
You didn't buy that yourself.
You know what? As a matter of fact, I did. I bought them as a congratulatory gift
Really?
to myself.
Shout out to you, Mel.
Talk that
Shout
shit,
out to
man.
you.
Yes.
It looks nice.
Love it.
Thank
It looks
you.
nice. Please don't lie. Did somebody give you the money to buy it? Like some old school shit? Yo, yeah. Buy yourself a gift. That's why I was wondering if I would say that. It felt like anti-Gracie to ask that question, but I was wondering that.
No, I bought them as a
Anti-Gracie.
congratulations
So
to myself.
You went to K's? I mean, K's. Did you go into K's?
I did not go into K's.
You went to a jeweler?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
It looks nice. I'm
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
Now, shout out to all the women in the category that we beat.
Shout out to all the women in the category that we
Too
beat.
much to
Yes,
name?
absolutely. Yes.
50 of them. It's too much to name, but
Yeah,
you.
too many to name, yes. But yes.
What's the category?
The category is, hold on.
Oh, you don't even know the category?
I know. I'm gonna
Next year we ain't give her shit.
I'm reading the official engraving on the Gracie Award.
You just be
Okay.
accepting shit. Hey, thank you.
That's hate. That's hate, but it's okay.
Give me a category.
That's okay.
Give me a
Don't dab
category.
him up. Don't dab him up. Don't dab him up.
You're right. I take my dab back.
Okay? Sit your ass down.
I withdraw my dab.
Thank you. So happy you walking naked to see me.
Mel, you walk.
Mel,
Hot and Bothered with Melyssa Ford, original online programming video podcast. That's what that says. Engraved
dope.
That's the category.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was the category that I won in. And there was a lot of incredible women in that room. A lot of amazing stories. I felt.
Well, who else was in the category?
I felt like I was amongst my ilk. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Everybody that says honor being nominated, yeah, until you win.
Samantha.
Shit on there.
Win.
Samantha Dodges.
Bam.
The podcast about.
Stop the hate campaign. Just congratulate your little sis. Just congratulate.
You're right. Yeah, it's a great.
Thank you.
It's a big honor. We're
No,
honored
it is.
for
I'm
you.
just playing.
It's all
Yeah, we're extremely proud. Extremely proud.
Just a quick.
What'd you say, Mark?
For an award for all, it's all for women, right?
Yes, it's the organization is the Alliance for Women in Media. Yes.
That's dope. Why do they make the awards so phallic? I was just genuinely curious.
You think it's?
Yeah.
This is actually,
Is it a woman?
Yes, it's a woman.
I said that shit look
It's
like a
based
sex
off of
toy.
Grace. It's a Gracie
That's what it
Allen.
looks like.
It does look a little bit like.
does
a
look
little-
From my
Touchy
angle, it looks
wand a little bit.
Yeah, a
different.
little-
Turn it around from
it looks a little
turn the
wonky.
award
Turn it
from-
around?
Okay,
It
now
look
I
like
see
the
the part.
wand.
Okay, now I see it.
You guys need help.
From this angle, I can't see a woman. It just looks like I see it.
like a woman.
Now it looks like
Or like an ice cream scoop.
that part. But yes.
Like a wand.
Damn, man. I'll skip my inappropriate joke.
Why? Join in the fun. I mean,
Pizza
shit.
cutter, maybe.
There's only one way to be able to tell. Look at that shit, yo.
Original online pro. This shit is crazy. Shit lit. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
That's dope, yo.
Yeah, yo, I'm so proud,
Thank
yo.
you. So I went and bought myself a case for all my future wins.
For the Gracie, like you just straight going for
Oh,
Gracies.
no. I'm going for all of them. NAACP, Webby, I'm going all of them.
NAACP is a tricky one for you. What side are you gonna stand on? Mark,
The C is for color. She
Thank
good.
you. Cut him
help
off.
me, Mark. Help me.
The C is for color. She good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I got you.
Yeah,
This is-
yeah. You good.
Thank you.
And she's black.
So she can win an NAACP.
Oh, she could totally win an NAACP. I mean, she's eligible.
But can she win it
That sounded-
without payola?
I don't think she's in the
There's
back.
no such thing as payola in the NAACP.
Okay,
It's
just-
all merit. It's all merit
pardon
based.
me. Okay.
Everything Melissa award she's gonna get is gonna be because she's earned it.
And I believe it.
Thanks, man.
I think you can get all of them.
Thank
I
you.
actually was thinking bigger. Don't just think Webby though. Like go beyond
He
Webby.
got it.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
EGOT.
Yeah, you got.
Well,
You act.
You, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
you could
Oh,
get
no,
an Emmy.
I'm just talking strictly about podcasting here.
Oh, I see.
I can
Yes.
see you on Broadway.
We just letting Mandy know what's good right now.
So, I actually have been off Broadway, though.
Oh, okay. See, you're right in the you're in the running. You're in the game.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Put out a little spoken word album or something. Now you got the EGOT tied up.
You right there.
And one more time, round of applause for Melyssa Ford.
Yeah, there we go. Hootie hoo. Hootie fucking hoo.
Thank you.
We
And
missed
all
you,
you
by the way.
bitches that we don't know about, we never heard, which is 5 views, Melyssa Ford came and smoked you out the park. We are proud.
Thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
One of the best diss tracks ever.
Now, who got this in this record, man?
It's subliminal. You got to listen
That's true.
carefully.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
That technically works, but still I call it.
She bodying this shit.
I need one of y'all to be the DJ in the
Yo,
club.
Joe.
If I get the DJ in the club over this right now, I'll go body something outside. I'll go outside and slide something. If somebody just starts screaming right this second over the song, I'm gonna go air something out.
Say less.
You got it, dog.
I mean, ish.
You know what I mean? Keep this applause going for the best crew in the universe.
Man,
Get these drops out the way real quick.
Enough, Daddy. What's that? Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry I have to wake you. You a doctor?
It's Mark Lamar Hill, pussy.
Flip and Mel. All right, what episode is this?
829.
Welcome to episode 829 of the Joe Budden Podcast. I'm your humble, grateful, gracious, highly favored host, Joe Budden, here, not for a long time either. My boys play tonight.
Yeah, it's a fact.
My boy, you know what I mean? Gotta be in front of the TV tonight.
Dodged a bullet on Friday, nigga. I was about to show up at your door talking shit. When I was down 20, I was lacing up my sneaks, though. I know you was feeling sick when you thought they was about to be down
Well, that's
3-0.
when we really start playing.
Oh, God. That's what y'all was waiting for.
First team in the play-by-play era to come back from a 20-point deficit 3 times in the playoffs. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. It's Nick stuff. I told you, worry about summer camp. Scouting reports. Looking at the young players, seeing what you're going to do with that 3rd pick. I mean, lottery teams shouldn't really, you know what I mean?
You know what? You got me. Just two more games. I told you, Pacers in 5.
Listen, we comfortable on the road, but we'll talk about this later.
Yep.
Indeed.
This episode is brought to you by, fueled by, powered by Prize Picks gang. Yeah. To my right. Come on, man.
You know the motherfucking vibes.
Gracie Award winner.
Stop playing with her.
Acting like she was on the highway, but she was really in the crib. Because I went back and listened to that episode. Get the lies off. Miss, I'ma bake the mac and cheese in real time, and you guys are going to taste it in the pod. Round of applause for the winner, Miss Melyssa Savannah Ford.
Thank you very much.
So, all right, you know who I am. You know what I'm about. You know what I came here to do. The JBP. We are here. Queens motherfucking flag. To my right, light-skinned man is back. White man can jump according to him, but if they do, they break their limbs. I hear you. You know who that is, nigga. Rooftop missing, but still look good because of the eyes. Library. Round of applause, my man is. To his right, nigga. I wear shorts with a hoodie, nigga, because I know what's goody. The missing piece at home, she know what time it is. Shades while throwing shade. Round of applause for my nigga Freeze. Big Freeze. His right, you know who that is. Escape the cult. Escape the cult and got his doctrines, nigga. His masters. He wasn't gonna get it while he was in there. He had to leave. He survived homelessness, nigga.
Big miss.
Survived homelessness. He is the nigga that beat the bear. Stop the bell. He fought the bear and won intellectually, nigga. Round of applause for my man who has people on his night school show doing shit while he runs up the donations. My man, Dr. Lamar, Mark Lamar. Yeah. We got the best in the world. Best in the world. Why you think we sound the way we sound? We could yell and the fucking levels be the same. Round of fucking applause for the German engineer, my man Pickety Parks.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
And everybody else, salute. Erickson, what up,
Peace, everybody else. Everybody else, what up, y'all? All you niggas.
Yeah.
Gang.
Thank you, Flip. That was
That was fire.
That was excellent.
Yeah, we in the building.
You gotta do that all the time. That was kind of fire.
Yeah, I love y'all niggas. I love y'all.
Yeah, look at phony ass nigga. Man, you gotta do that all the time.
I'm just saying.
Damn.
He kind of ill with that.
Audience, I'm a little under the weather, so I ain't gonna be here for too long, but I missed everybody, so
Yes,
I wanted
sir,
to
he
stop
did.
by. But damn, Freeze, way to turn cold.
Nah, I ain't turning cold, man. It's
Fast,
all for
too.
the team.
We
It's
ain't
all for the
even
team.
in
We said
minute
shade.
20.
We did say shade with the shades. We did say. I just
all
said
for
that.
the
You was
team.
waiting for him to leave first, then be like, this the squad right here.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's coming for sure.
The nigga leaves to go use the bathroom.
Hey, yo, guys, this is it right here.
This is
Hold
it.
on, we got
Squad
it.
right here.
It's the
Yo, what
one.
the fuck is wrong with you, though, man? I don't like how you sounding. I'm worried about
My son just got me sick.
you. Okay.
That's all. And then he got better,
Okay.
and I didn't.
That's what
You sound like you got a sinus infection, that's all. I got some homeopathic stuff if you want it.
Little garlic.
Whoa.
Colloidal silver.
Wrong one.
Oil of oregano.
I'll strike you as homeopathic.
Yes, actually, yes. First, yes. Second, I'll send you some stuff,
Thank
man.
you. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
What should he take for his sinuses?
He should do some. What would you say, Ish? I know you.
Colloidal silver.
I would do that. I would do some always do some vitamin C. Always do some
Oh, you
garlic.
talking about
too.
healthy shit? Oh, I thought you were talking about other shit.
natural stuff. You don't got to take the or take an antibiotic.
Zinc. Yeah, it's a little
Or
zinc.
Sudafed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sudafed will treat the
Sudafed,
symptoms, man.
yeah.
I'm trying to get some amoxicillin in there too.
Oh, that's the shit we take when we get burnt.
You think you got chlamydia in the nose?
How you know that?
I'm about to say, you don't know enough words to know amoxicillin off the dome.
I had a pack of amoxicillin, boy. Hey, a girl saw that in my cabinet and didn't give me no box, nigga. I know what amoxicillin is. It haunts me. Yes.
She ain't give you no box because of amoxicillin.
Yeah, girls used to do that. Girls,
The bottle was still full.
they come and look. I didn't even know that I didn't know that women went through your stuff like that when I was
I
young.
do that.
I don't do
Did
that.
that.
I didn't know that she went into my. I never forgot. She went into my cabinet, took a picture of it, and then sent me a text later.
We 1000% do that.
Men do that.
Y'all don't do that? No, hell no. I'm not going in the girl's house and go search a cabinet and shit.
Oh, I might.
Oh,
I might take a peek.
Listen,
I might take a
Aki.
peek.
Really?
Yeah, I might take a peek.
What?
No, y'all niggas is crazy.
I went on a date. I went on a date one time. Yeah,
I seen it.
I go to the bathroom.
On purpose.
Yeah. First thing I do, people in the medicine cabinet, hope nothing fall. I look in there, look for shit, and if I see a bottle that looks suspect, 'cause you know everybody slip pills in there.
And you jump right on Google.
Yo.
White pill
Yellow
with
pill.
314 on
nigga.
the back. What the fuck is
No,
this?
you
She had Valtrex in the joint one
Valtrex,
time.
nigga.
Yeah,
I seen one.
I seen Valtrex. I was
I
like,
seen one.
I got breaking news. Like that was my exit on out of dates. I got breaking news.
I got breaking news.
And then I just bounced. I was cool.
Look at the
Wait, you
journalist
did that
out.
one time and found Valtrex?
I swear to God,
Yes,
I did.
dead
too.
ass.
I did too.
How did you handle that?
I wasn't joking. I said I got breaking news.
No,
I got it.
and never spoke to her again.
No. I'm not supposed to on the street like like date? No.
How'd you handle it?
It's my homegirl.
How'd you
You
handle
went through your
Oh,
home.
wait, but you went to your homegirl? That's some
This is crazy.
Nah, I mean, me and Shorty was talking, but she's still my homegirl to this day, but we ain't never getting no motherfucking cha-cha.
Okay, well, now she knows.
Yeah, that ass.
Now she knows
That's how
why.
she entered the friend zone. Wow.
Well, y'all know it's not always on.
I know, but it ain't always off.
I don't know what
I
that
find
switch
out.
looking like over there.
Yeah, what you talking about?
I'm just joking. Bro.
Valtrex.
Anyway, I'll send you some amoxicillin.
Thank you, man.
We're happy that you're here, man.
You know,
We
Mark
happy
got
to see
that
you.
shit from Dr. Sebi himself.
Rest in peace.
Miz shit ain't just the regular shit.
Yeah, he got the shit. Yeah, he got the, you know.
Amoxicillin D.
He pray over this. He speak to the ancestors and shit and get this shit. Yeah. Sinners.
Yeah, Miz writing the book right now on the Sebis, nigga.
How's everyone's Memorial Day? Cookouts?
Great. Yeah, great.
Family
man.
shit? What y'all did?
Family shit.
I was outside running around, you know, just running around. I was barbecue hopping.
Okay.
And I was just going to different barbecues and, you know, getting plates. I don't really eat that much, but it was
Wait,
a
you went
great
to
experience.
barbecues?
Huh?
You went to barbecues? Yeah, you remember you supposed to call me.
Yeah,
He hit you right then. That was a nigga, huh?
Yeah.
You supposed to text me. Where you ended up?
I ended up in Queens. And then JR did bring your name up. I said, he's somewhere in Brooklyn. By the time he brought your name up, it was too late. It's too late. You know what I mean? I wanted to see it.
That's how you know niggas don't fuck with you.
I fuck with you heavy, you crazy. But this is not about us. I went to different barbecues. And it was great. Documented and, you know, felt good about it.
That's what's
What you did, Ish?
Shit, I ain't leave the house.
Did you have something to eat?
I mean, regular shit. I wasn't no barbecue.
Hot dogs, hamburgers?
I don't eat that.
Okay, got you.
Stop your shit, man.
No.
Fish, nigga, and veggies. But it's cool. That's what I ate, B. I didn't go to no cookouts. I ain't go to no barbecue.
Let me
parties.
guess. You, no
What
disrespect.
you eat at a cookout?
Yeah, let me guess. Mother-in-law went and got the fresh fish out the lake. You know, your shit. That shit, you want to pick up your family, yo. My family cooking fresh. Yeah, shit.
Got it, bro. What I eat at a cookout?
Yeah, because you said you don't eat burgers and hot dogs and shit.
You don't?
You don't eat red meat.
Turkey burgers.
Oh, okay.
You take them with you?
Chicken.
You bring your own shit?
You bring them with you?
Nigga.
You got a little cooler.
Yo, big dog, excuse me. Can you throw me 3 of these?
You might throw these veggie burgers on the grill.
Just a spot right there for me?
Yo, only eat these on this side.
But they're cooking it on top of something. They don't move it over and clean the shit. They cook it right on top of the beef.
It ain't that serious, my nigga. Turkey
Okay.
burgers and chicken.
Say no more.
Good stuff.
Free, what we did, Free?
My girl's daughter's birthday, so we had a little birthday party for her. That's it. That's it. It's kid shit for me. I ain't no cookouts, no nothing. But it was amazing. Had my phone off, damn near. I ain't really have to deal with no family shit. I
That's
was
nice and
chilling.
relaxing.
Yes. I'm starting to.
Starting
that's
to
my new
realize
shit.
it.
Yeah.
Starting to realize that.
Yeah,
Right? That's
yeah.
your bag, though. You be like taking like regular ordinary shit and putting like 10 or 20 on it.
No,
I'm starting to
nigga.
realize keeping my phone. If only off when you sleep, nigga.
No, it don't.
I'm starting to realize my
That's
phone.
but that's my problem.
I'm starting to realize going to the kitchen by yourself is such a great. I love it because yo, you be right, but I'm like, this is regular shit we should be doing.
I don't. That's my problem. I don't turn my shit off.
Can you be right? Okay, my family agree with you, but I'm like, yo,
I'm just starting to realize.
I love what you're doing. Free right. But you have fun with the family and shit like
Nigga
that?
said putting a 10 or 20 on it.
You stupid. No, you didn't do nothing more.
Our babysitter bailed on us Friday. I was actually trying to kick it with Ice and Joe on Saturday, and the babysitter bailed that morning. So we ended up having kids all weekend, which was fine. Our kid, but then, so I had my oldest daughter come with her kids. So we just made it, so I had the grandkids come. So I just had all the kids at the house for the weekend. We took them to Turtleback Zoo yesterday for Memorial Day.
I was there last weekend.
Which daughter, the oldest?
Yeah, the oldest. Yeah, the one that has 2 kids. Yeah, the one I met more recently. So I drove them up. I had a car bring them up from Philly with the kids.
Your newest oldest.
My newest oldest. Yeah.
How did that feel, man?
It was great, man. My son got to spend some time with his nieces, his 4 and 1 year old nieces, some real hood shit, you know. And they had a ball at the zoo. They didn't want to leave.
Now, did they fight each other?
Did you have to have a talk before she got here with anybody?
No. Everybody know everything. So it's no secrets. You know, he gets a little confused with understanding like the family member thing. So I just say they're your cousins for now.
Yeah,
they'll figure that
always
shit
how
out.
it went.
Got it.
Yeah,
Cousins.
yeah. It's easy to
His
explain.
communication, you know, because you know.
Yo, this
Spanish
nigga came back
is different.
speaking English like a
he's back speaking-
motherfucker. Like
Yeah,
last
got
week,
it.
out of I have never heard him speak English before. But I think the kids.
Well, he spoke it up here. I told you.
He told us a couple words to you because you know what I mean, and y'all had a good dialogue. And right, he's like on the same level. Right. Malcolm, I had to pace myself a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Barbaro.
No, but this nigga just started speaking English out of nowhere. Like, so I'm
Freeze. My man.
Does real quick. Did you have to watch the kids? You know, sometimes when kids meet each other, they start to play rough. How was that?
Well, they've hung out before, but they are rough. The older one is the roughest, but she's also likes to be a big sister. So I had to just kind of watch to make sure they didn't get too rough.
And those are your grandchildren. Would you tell them like, yo?
Oh
be
yeah,
easy? Okay.
I checked them. And it's all love. So we had a good time. Everything was smooth. The hardest part was getting them to go home. Like everybody wanted to spend the night. I wanted them to stay, but just stay at school tomorrow.
Got it.
But it was wearing 3 kids wear you out.
Got you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ain't used to that life.
Nigga, 1 kid wear you out.
Fast.
Did you the box?
Oh, I went upstate. Saw the family. Cooked out. Had a great time, man. Friends and family came through. Big dinner. 15, 20 people. Beautiful time. Beautiful
Man,
time.
Memorial Day, y'all do dinners, huh?
Yeah, well, it's Memorial Day. It's my sister, niece, nephew, mom's birthday, all's in the same week.
Holy shit.
Oh,
So
okay. Got you.
it's a big deal.
And Mel, you won an award.
Well, that was earlier in last week, and so Memorial Day, I was sleeping because I'd just flown back on a red eye. But the weekend, I was at a wedding. It was nice.
Did you bring the Gracie with you?
I did not bring the Gracie to the award or to the wedding.
Trying to
No,
say that was her date?
No.
Wow.
And was the wedding nice?
the wedding was beautiful. The wedding was beautiful. It was my friend Taylor and her now husband Josh. Congratulations to them. Everybody looked amazing. It was lovely. So yeah, that was what I did on. Sorry, it was Sunday. It was Sunday. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
It was good. It was good.
And Monday?
Monday I was sleeping because I flew in on a red eye. I landed at like 5 in the morning, and that was always
From California?
Yeah, that was like kind of like fuck you up.
And you was just in the crib. You just relaxed.
Absolutely nothing for me the entire weekend outside of the Under Armour camp I went to with my stepson and my girl.
Oh, how'd that go?
And how did that go, Joe?
I was in the crib. It was cool. It was freezing out there, but it was good.
You got any coach talking? You got any more coach talking?
No, not that day.
No?
Not that day. Not that day.
You ain't learn about the back pedal, keep your hips straight.
Oh, they was doing all that shit. They was doing all that fancy
They
shit.
was doing that.
So shout out to them.
Shit.
That was cool. I was supposed to go to the tank play with you guys, but canceled that. Yeah, I just been in the house. I ain't been doing shit. And now my brothers are preparing for a prom.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And we're having a lot of trouble with the generational gaps. And the last time I went to a prom and my dad went to a prom, we don't really know all the rules, and the kids keep changing shit now.
Oh, they want your
So like
car.
they win. Well, first of all, how they getting dressed is different from how we got dressed.
Yeah.
That's
Just go
one.
to the regular spot.
We all just
Well, we didn't go to regular spots, but they doing
Custom.
kicks and tuxes. They just
Yeah,
making it's a big to do.
It's a production.
It's a lot
It's
more.
huge.
Yeah, a lot more of a production today than it
Proms
was.
are approaching wedding prices.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Real
Crazy.
talk.
Nah, it's expensive.
Yeah.
Like
Niggas
they're
be having-
approaching. They're approaching
On
weddings.
TikTok, these little kids they're showing there's pages that are showing how elaborate some of these prom shits are. They
Prom
coming
ain't
in
no joke.
helicopters.
Yeah,
They
it's
doing
no
all-
joke.
Niggas getting the chop.
So anyway, so that's the thing. My
Roses.
little
So much
brother
pressure.
calls me yesterday and says, "Yo, dog, you know the prom is next week. Need that car."
Oh shit.
He said it like that.
Which
Pretty
car?
much.
Which car?
He was pretty frank.
much, yeah.
You're talking about the Maybach, because
so
we
you
kind of
got
had
the
some of these talks already. And I was like, all right, well, who's supposed to be driving? And he was like, Pop said he would drive.
Okay.
I said, so tell Pop to call me. That's it.
Right.
Pop calls the next day. Says, hey, Ethan wants me to drive him for the prom. That only means a one-way, right?
No.
He was dead serious.
He would have made back up and Uber
I
back.
said, no, Pop. You have to pick them up, too. And take them to whatever.
after the festivities.
He said, no, they going home.
No, they're not.
No,
I
they're
said,
not.
then you still need to take them home. They can't Uber from the prom. So we're dealing with prom stuff right now. That's how old I am.
Can your brother not drive?
He cannot drive my car.
You can't drive that.
And Joe, would you drive them? Would that be something you
That's
do?
what my dad said. My dad said if it's a one-way trip, Joey, why you don't just drive them?
Why don't you have? Yeah, why don't
Use
you
your
have
driver.
Yes,
Why
I'm
they
saying,
can't use your driver?
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah.
But they want. But hold on. They want the experience. They want.
My
Wait, hold on. Wait. They want the experience. They want Joe or Pop to open the door. It's an experience when it comes to that. When you open the door, you stand there and take pictures. So I understand what they want, but I don't understand why wouldn't they ask their brother?
I told Pop I would just get him a chauffeur, one of them luxury chauffeurs.
Yeah, so they can open the door exactly
for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
Hell yeah.
That's the best bet. I forgot about you. Yeah, you can't use it. My bad.
So Anthony not going?
He's a whole nother story.
All right.
He had the wrong date for his girl's prom.
Oh Lord.
Oh shit! And then she casually just said, "Yo, you know the prom is tomorrow." So he's running around right this second trying to
Scrambling.
prepare for a prom that's tonight.
Oh my God.
And then his prom is next week with my brother. So it's prom madness right now. Is all I'm saying. Shout out to everybody prepping to go to a prom out there.
Yes.
Prepping your kids for a prom.
And good luck to y'all.
Yeah,
Yo,
that sounds like a
Some
lot.
of them is under pressure.
Nah,
Yeah.
shit different. It's different. Like when people start telling me about all the prices, dues and this, and I'm like, what? Nigga, just to get to the prom, you spend 4 figures. That shit is crazy.
Nigga,
Just to get, no, I'm talking about to get there.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling top the. They got drop top Rolls Royces, all types of wild crate.
The prom is how our friend groups back in the day all stopped talking to each other because we went and got the stretch limo that
Lincoln.
all of the parents were supposed to chip in
And
and
then
pay
somebody's
for.
parents-
And everybody got crazy, and then all hell broke loose, and now we can't talk to each other no more.
Yeah.
Until Sharon give me my money.
on God.
Hey yo,
Seriously.
I drove to my shit.
real quick. Mel brought the macaroni and cheese.
I did.
And she started to make on live, prep on live.
I watched a little bit. I was intrigued.
I sent that right to the group text.
You have?
Immediately.
When I
had
saw
already been
Mel on Insta Live cooking mac and cheese, looking like it was her first time ever touching any of that shit, looking like she was reading directions as she was going,
Oh, for
I
sure.
sent that right
I
to
was
the group
not
chat.
reading directions.
You had the script right behind the phone.
Mel,
I'm
I
not mad at you.
did not.
Yes, you did, bro.
No, I did not.
Fam, if you
You
had
were on recipes.com right there.
you had the Patti LaBelle shit.
No, actually, I did not have Patti LaBelle. No,
Aretha Franklin.
Was it
No.
a black person's recipe?
It's hers.
It's
That's my only question.
It's my recipe.
They said you
Well,
put.
I know.
that was inspired by my aunties.
They said you put sour cream in it.
Aunties, not my aunt. My aunties.
On which side?
She's saying
Aunties,
by saying,
She's saying
Aunts.
aunt and
Oh,
auntie.
by
Yeah,
saying aunties
aunties,
is-
aunts.
is
Now,
good.
yes. What did you ask me?
I read in the comments that they said you put sour cream in it.
Yes.
I think some aunt slipped in there.
That was a dab of aunt. A dollop of aunt.
It's just a dollop, exactly.
Was that the Russian side? Because
It's just
the Bayesian side don't do that.
It's
nigga.
just a dollop.
Caribbean, we don't do that.
Not Caribbean.
Yeah, but y'all can't
No,
make
sir.
mac and cheese at all. So y'all Caribbeans don't talk. Yeah,
But,
yeah,
I don't eat macaroni pie or cheese. That is true, but I'd rather that than putting sour cream in macaroni and
Yeah,
cheese.
let's get to the explanation of the sour cream.
Yeah,
It's just a little.
a binding.
Thank you very much. I was gonna say it's like a little bit of a thickening agent. A little bit of a thickening agent. So I started with.
Yo, if the white man looking like that, if the white man is looking at this, yo, if that shit tastes nasty, y'all gotta tell me.
I boiled the pasta. I started making the roux,
Shout out to you.
and shit was it was lit. I was very proud of myself, and I did it on live to prove that I actually made it from scratch, so you guys couldn't talk shit that I bought it.
I'm gonna keep it real. I know why you did it.
Did you use sour cream and milk
I used heavy whipping cream
and heavy cream
I used heavy whipping
and evaporated milk?
and evaporated milk. Yes. I should have taken a picture. Well, actually, I did. I took a picture of all the ingredients
know
that I
what?
used. And I like five different cheeses.
You know
yes.
why I'm proud of you though?
Tell me why.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Okay, go ahead.
So once you wasn't here, you saw the seat was a little hot.
Jesus Christ.
You had to go make some shit on live. I'm still here, guys.
That's what it took.
I'm still here. My girl went quick.
No, actually, it's because I honor the bets up here. in this
Oh
room.
shit! What?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Man,
that's why.
Give me back my $100 right now. Give me back my $100 right now.
Actually, no, because that was the bet. Mark bet me that I would not make mac and cheese.
All of a sudden, you proactive once the hot seat left.
Who are you referring to?
I don't want to throw no names out there,
Who
but
you
what I'm saying is
referring
that I like that you did that.
Okay.
I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, man, we not going out without a fizzy. You're not going out without a fight. How they was hyper memorial, nigga say, hold up. Nigga was like this all live. Nigga know she was great.
She was great in the shit.
She said, I'm still here, yo. Look, guys. The numbers went up too. I'm like, oh shit, 800, let's go. Yeah, don't let these niggas just, come on.
I can't wait to try it.
Thank you.
When do we get to?
Are we
when do
gonna
they
be?
get to taste
Are
it?
we gonna be? I don't eat macaroni and cheese, Mark and I. But are y'all gonna be honest?
Yes, for
Please
sure.
be honest.
I think the most honest one would be
Please
these
be
two
honest.
niggas.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I know that you are on a new lifestyle eating plan ish, but please just
There's no sugar in this.
Take a bite.
just take a bite.
How you know?
Well, that's true. It might be some
Oh, she put shit.
I mean,
sugar crust. Low cinnamon. It's a thickening agent.
Have you ever made this before?
Yes.
So why?
That was how the whole conversation happened. Is that nobody believed that I've ever made mac and cheese before. Actually, y'all don't believe I cook, but nobody believed that I've made mac and cheese before. I was like, I make great mac and chease.
No, we see you cook for Daisy
Your
every.
cooking show should be with your relationship expert show.
Yeah, I told you.
Mark was on to something.
Okay.
Let's go, Mark.
All right. Let's see. Hey, listen. I might turn.
Did you say ish astrophysicist?
Oh shit!
Can't say nothing.
No, I'm talking about last episode.
I don't say nothing then.
Fuck you, bringing bullshit.
It was kind of lit, so I might do.
But when Mel
cooking with-
falls in love and does her housewife thing, do y'all think her dude is going to ever say something about her cooking there?
You know what he says?
Let's get a
I'm
chef.
actually quite surprised how good this is. That's
The
what I
food?
always get. That's everything.
I'm actually quite surprised. Is that the,
Man, shut your ass.
You just looked at the camera. And
Yes, he did.
You just talked to somebody at the camera.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yo, all right.
All right,
I see what we doing. Yeah.
We got a great show lined up.
We
you
do, we
guys.
do. That's all.
We do.
All right. Where you want to go?
It's some. Do we want to start with controversy? I mean, all this court shit. I feel like we kind of have to. I kind of want to get it out the way. How y'all feel about it?
Let's do it. I'm down with
I'm
it.
talking specifically about this Kevin Liles thing.
Oh, okay.
What's going on with Kevin Liles?
Another lawsuit. Let me pull it up. It's Kevin Liles has been accused, as seems to be the string in the business for the last 5-6 years of people getting accused of sexual misconduct. This one is from Lady Luck, and this one surprised me for a few reasons. But Kevin Liles has responded. If you go to his Instagram, you can see the full explanation. But
Responded. He's how I learned about it.
that's an interesting way to think about it.
He posted this. I didn't see it posted anywhere when he posted his response.
Yeah.
But I could be off. So
It was places, but it didn't live nowhere big. Because again,
Got it.
it's the platform size thing, which is a lesson. Sometimes we make things stories by responding when if you don't say anything, it might not be. And I'm not saying he's right or wrong. I'm just saying if
well, if he responding, he been around long enough. Somebody told him we're posting this day.
this
This
might
time.
get hot. Yeah.
True.
that's fair.
Well, before you read the response, like cliff notes of what she's
Accusing him of.
accusing of when, where, what kind of situation.
So this is for context. This is an artist that he signed in 1999.
Damn.
It's Lady Luck.
It's Lady. Yeah.
Shout out to Lady Luck.
We all know.
So and this lawsuit actually happened months ago. That's the other thing. I believe it was in the end of February that it came. So it might be one of those things where we all heard about it and then it passed.
I remember it.
and we didn't say anything about it. And
This
honestly,
was my first time hearing.
I know.
Yeah.
I've never heard it.
Mine's too.
Yeah, don't try
It
to
was
put
un-
us in the.
it was under the-
We heard it, but we were quiet. We didn't hear it.
No, not
it-
quiet. I mean, like I
It was-
forgot. I knew he got sued before. I didn't know who sued him, so I'm saying I didn't know the details.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying I'm making the connection. Oh, that was the shit from a few months ago.
Yeah.
Got it.
I didn't know who it was. I just knew that he was sued because when I first saw the lawsuit, it was under her government name.
Oh.
So I didn't make the connection to even who it was. But the argument was because it was a Jane Doe at one point as well. Anyway, that he sexually assaulted her during her employment at Def Jam in the early 2000s. This was the argument. That was sexual assault and that happened over a period of time. So that's what makes this interesting. For the last year or so, I've heard Lady Luck make allegations about her time in the business and all the things that's happened to her, but she didn't explicitly say Kevin Liles. Then I also heard Kevin Liles was accused of sexual misconduct a few months ago, didn't connect that it was her. And so now the dots are connecting a little bit. What Kevin Liles has effectively said in his post, which is very long, I mean, it's like 3 or 4 slides on Instagram, small print. It's like a full statement.
Okay.
Is that, first, of course, it's not true, he's saying. He's saying that he was told, that you can pay $30 million or this lawsuit is going to move forward. He points out all the times where she has said that he was a friend to her, a brother to her. He points out her happy birthday posts. He points to all the support he gave her as an artist.
That she still communicates with the entire family,
That she
or
communicates-
has as recently as March 2025.
And not like distant family, like father, sister, like close family.
She says she called my mother mom, my father pops. She called my sister her sister, and her lifelong friend. So he's making it clear like there's a real relationship with not just me, my family here too.
Right. And then the last beat of it is that he offers a kind of what is both empathy and a kind of defense. He says, I understand what she's going through. I know she's been through a lot in this industry. I know she's had issues with substance abuse, mental health issues, etc. So he lays it out in a way that sounds like he's being sympathetic, but also
laying the groundwork
for saying, hey, she's crazy and I don't know why she would make this up. And he's not saying gray area, we got our signals crossed. He's saying this is a complete fabrication. I'm not saying he's right. I'm simply saying that's the case he's laid out. And it's an interesting argument because in theory, everything that he wrote could be true, and he still could have done what she accused him of doing. And conversely, he could not have. I don't know the story well. I don't know their lives well enough to know anything personal inside. But this is big, and this is messy, and this is a sign that this thing isn't going anywhere. A lot of people thought that the era of people making lawsuits, the era of people saying 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or 10 weeks ago something happened to me was going to pass. It was going to be a fad. But in the kind of post-Me Too era, which I'm actually happy about, people are still being courageous about telling their stories, and people are still coming forward when things have happened to them. Again, I'm not saying this is true. I'm saying this isn't going anywhere. This is not a phase, and anything that's happened in this business is probably going to come to light more and more over the next few years.
Is this the only case or allegations against Kevin Liles? Because you said that we heard this before. Is she the person that popped it off against him?
To my knowledge, yes. But
Okay.
I can't say with certainty. What I thought was a second case actually was her going from Jane Doe status to a public.
But if it was back in February, then that means she still reached out to the family in March. So that's what he's trying to.
That's what he's saying, yes.
Got it, okay.
And again, I can't say whether that's true or not. I don't know. But that's what he issued in his statement. So I just want to be very clear.
I'm reading here that the other one that was filed by Jane Doe in earlier this year, that was a separate case.
There was a separate case.
That was a separate
Okay,
case.
this is a second. Okay,
good. That's what I want to
Okay.
know.
I think we should at least read. I think it's one of his earlier paragraphs that says everything that she's alleging.
All right, I got it right here. Says here that she threatened to publish a book and file a public lawsuit if he didn't pay the $30 million. She threatened to allege that almost 26 years ago, when signed as a recording artist to Def Jam, she was groomed. She also threatened to allege that I exposed myself to her and pushed her head towards my genitalia in an attempt to force her to perform oral sex while she was allegedly sitting in the driver's seat of my car. So those are the allegations that he said that are going to be alleged against him.
How do we feel about this distinguished panel? Mel, what is your thoughts on these allegations and the fact that Kevin Liles actually is trying to get ahead of it?
Well, I think he should.
Okay.
I absolutely think that he should try he should try to get ahead of it, because the court of public opinion, people are going to form their opinions regardless of what you do. And I think that Jay-Z kind of set an example about being proactive about,
false allegation.
Not just false allegations, but like just being very vocal about your innocence in the situation.
Gotcha. Okay.
And like Marcus said in the past, like my default is to want to believe victims.
Yes.
However, $30 million is
It's a big number.
it's a big number. Like, am I using the word punitive like incorrectly here?
No. I get what you're saying.
Okay.
But I need to understand the correlation of
Because
why.
it just seems like it's a strange number to choose, but it almost seems like it's a number that has been influenced by a lot of what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, it sounds like it's the rate.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's the fucking going rate right now.
Yeah.
And I understand pain and suffering. I understand, emotional damage. I understand all of that. I have existed in this business for a very long time. I've had things happen to me as well. So I understand the desire to have kept it quiet and the shame and embarrassment and whatever else feelings are associated with this. But
Mel, let me ask you a question.
go ahead.
If you I know where you're going. If you knew that she were telling the truth, what number would you feel comfortable with?
It's hard to say. Honestly, it's hard to say. It's hard to put a number on what you consider to be your pain and suffering and the length of pain and suffering that you have, had to deal with over, set amount of years, decades, or whatever the case is. But when I'm reading what she's charging him with, it's excessive. It's excessive. It seems, and this is just
The
solely
monetary amount.
Yes, the monetary amount. It's excessive, and I feel like it sets a really bad precedent.
Oh.
There's already people who are going to look at situations like this. There's people who look at Cassie like that was a money grab and that's all it was. You know what I'm saying? So in situations like this, it starts to it really muddies the waters in terms of, impact on victim versus what it is that they're trying to get in order to feel some level of wholeness.
You sound like you don't believe her.
I'm not. That's what I preface this by saying. My default is to always believe victims. However, you take into account the maintenance of ancillary relationships with this person's family.
But somebody can say that about Cassie too.
But wait, hold on, wait. I got a question. Are you saying this? Are you familiar with this?
No.
You're not familiar with him?
No.
You're not friends with him or anything?
No.
I just want to be clear. Okay.
No. It just passing. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. So
Like,
you're just basing this off of what you read and what you deduced of what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that the 30 number is, we're shooting at a high enough number to make you just want to get in and
So it can settle for 5.
I don't care what, we don't have any intention of getting 30 or anything close to 30. We know we're not going to get that. But if it's something about that number 30 today, 30 million, it just,
You're right.
We
You're
got to hurry up and get here.
The number's capped. I don't even think it's settlement cap. If a settlement comes from it, great. But the 30 is
headline.
We want to move forward.
Right.
I haven't heard the story where they demand the 30 and it's paid in the next week. The reaction 99% of times is going to be, man, if you don't get the fuck out of here, I might have to flip my entire life upside down to just pay you 30. Niggas ain't doing that. I think they be wanting to move forward, which is why oftentimes we're not even getting to the mediator part. We're moving forward if you stall.
Right.
Yeah.
This is an interesting case
because that's going to help the settlement. I think after I move forward, now your tone is going to be,
how do I make this go away?
Yeah.
And he's jumped out, like he launched the website, LadyLuxOwnWords.com, and it's basically just highlighting, like in his letter he puts, or in his statement, he says numerous years she's said this on podcasts about me, and just how positive, even to this day, he put it all on his website.
That could backfire on him. He specifically,
I don't think that helps.
He specifically pointed out that in 2016, 2022, and 2023, she denied any inappropriate sexual interactions with older men, which he's saying is contradicted by what she's saying now. I get what he's doing, and if you're innocent, I understand why you'd have the impulse to find every shred of evidence to prove your innocence. Guilty people do this too. So that's the first thing. The other thing is, if it becomes overkill and it looks like you're being too aggressive and you're attacking her too much, It could turn people off. It could make people distrustful. I don't know. I think there's three pieces. There's people who believe that he did it and are upset. People who don't believe it and say throw it away. There are also going to be people who are going to read what he's alleged to have done and say, okay. Like
they don't care, or
yeah,
they
like
could
that's
have
not
seen
that big.
it.
Like it's not a big enough deal to warrant a $30 million lawsuit. I'm not saying I don't feel that way, but I'm saying a lot of people do.
And so just to be
he
clear,
tried to get some head in the car 30 years ago, and like that's how a lot of people are going to read.
And just to be clear, that's basically what I was trying to get to, is the fact that some people are going to regard this as a and kind of situation,
right?
You know, in the grand scheme of, in comparison, say.
In comparison to some of the other cases we have seen.
Yes.
Which are horrific and have been video documented.
Yes.
But wouldn't that contradict
that
all the shit that y'all tell me about power dynamics?
That's what I was about. I'm sitting here.
I said I don't feel that way, but I'm saying that I think it might be a hard time to get a jury to believe, to care enough, especially given the culture we live in, to feel that it's worth that. I'm not saying that.
But it contradicts what we've been saying up here. When you've been saying that we should always believe victims.
No.
I know you're saying you saying you don't feel that way, but saying going into that. So now we're giving caveats to the situation.
No, there's no contradiction there. I'm saying we should believe victims. I'm saying that a lot of people don't believe victims, and I'm saying in this case, I think that's going to play out. So a lot of people aren't going to believe her.
And now you're saying that because the act is less atrocious?
Yeah, I'm saying because we normalize sexual harassment so much.
Is there a victim spectrum to y'all?
I was about to say I don't understand how we are grading trauma on a curve.
Yeah, shit, man.
No.
But we're not.
No, we're
Mel
not.
just said that the $30 million suit that she is filing is too much money. So if this young lady felt as though, and again, I'm just totally objective, you can't necessarily say, yo, because such and such might have fucked her in the ass and made her do XYZ, then that is worth more than what this particular piece of trauma is worth.
I think
who the fuck is the judge to do that?
The judge and the jury. That's the point.
No, I'm saying us as
as saying you even asking for too much.
This is what I'm
out the
saying.
gate.
If you got hit, if you got hit by a car and lost and broke your leg, someone else got hit by a car and lost their leg. I can't speak to how you experienced the broken leg, but what I can say is, as a juror or as a person watching the jury,
You judge that the loss of the leg to be worse than the broken leg.
it's a greater loss.
It is, but I still think it's apples and oranges when you start coming down to emotional trauma and emotional stress. You can't put my emotional stress and my emotional trauma or how I respond to something on a scale as easily as a broken leg versus a lost leg.
I agree. I don't think you can do it as easily. I'm just saying the jury ultimately has to do that, though.
I'm not disagreeing.
We're not even talking about the jury, though.
We're not talking about the jury. We're talking about how you could say that this person is charging too much money for their emotional distress.
All I'm saying is relative to if Cassie's worth $30 million.
Says who? That's what we got.
I'm establishing it as an arbitrary standard based on the fact that that's what she asked for.
Yes.
I think she was awarded allegedly something close to it.
Close to that. So I'm saying if they gave 20, even better.
Settle. Okay.
Even
That's
better.
not an award.
All right.
Even better. If Cassie settled for 20 and we say, all right, that's our baseline. It doesn't have to be, but it is. Then it would be hard for me to say if Cassie's experience is a baseline of 20.
Yo, an abuse baseline is nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
But that's how courts work. That's the problem with the system.
Hey,
No,
I agree with you.
You can't say that Cassie's settlement number is what this other person's settlement number should be less because she took this. You can't say that.
And I'm not saying should. I'm making a practical assessment of how it actually is going to play out.
Yeah.
I want them all to get as much as they deserve, as much as they want. I don't care. I have no sympathy for the person spending the money who did the harm. I'm just saying, as a practical matter, when you come to somebody and say, I want 30 million, knowing that Cassie just got 20, or knowing that so-and-so got 50 or 10 or whatever, I'm just saying that to me, there's a strategy in that. And you do walk in basing it, just like you do all negotiations, based on what the market gives. I think it is perverse that we base emotional trauma on the market, but in a capitalist system, that's what you do, unfortunately. So
how do we advance this talk about this point of circular?
Yeah, I think the only thing moving forward is for me was just to say again, we're going to see a lot more of this.
Tons.
True, untrue, fake, false, 100% accurate. We're going to see a lot more of it. I don't know. Do you think the industry is going to move differently because of this culture, or are we just going to see a lot more payouts for the next 10, 20 years?
I think we're going to see a lot more payouts. And that was what I was trying to say, is that it seems like this 30 million is the baseline that is being created. Whether or not we judge it to be correct or incorrect, too much, too little, or whatever the case is, the fact of the matter is, like, a baseline seems to be created, and it's just like there's like what is the what's the mathematics here for it? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think there are none.
There are none. I don't think there are none at all.
No,
We're going back into the circle though.
No, and I don't want to. I just wanted to, make the point that was what I was trying to say earlier in the conversation, and then also about, the maintenance of the relationship with the family and the comparison to Cassie. I feel like that in itself is apples and oranges.
Way
like,
off.
It's totally different because this was Cassie is alleging in her testimony that she was groomed and that this was like and that this was an ongoing.
But Cassie was his girlfriend.
I know, and this was an ongoing, physical, mental, emotional, psychological captivity situation. That is not this.
I hear that. So let's think about the next part of this though, which was my question about how do we move forward? What does the culture look like moving forward? How are relationships different? What's going to be different now?
I think that there's some inherent generational differences that are going to be just on display just because younger people think different than older people. Some of these people that have been accused of these heinous shit are from a different world where men in power do whatever the fuck they want, and I think we'll see less of it just based on that alone. And I do think that also people are going to be scared of getting sued for $30 million.
The scary part is,
Well, if you was wilding and if you have $30 million.
Huh?
And which is a small sector of men.
very small.
Right.
But it's people that got 300,000. It's people that got 100,000. People that got 500,000. You get what I'm saying? 30 is a different type of number, right? Like Smokey getting sued for 50.
Is there a way that we would ever see those stories publicized where the number is that of a $250,000 and $300,000 win?
They may not be public, but that still don't mean that might start to be a trend. Like the trend trickles down. So the girl that
I get it.
can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I'm seeing that a lot now when I speak at corporations and I talk about DEI, we talk about corporate behavior. A lot of people are talking about the boss gets sued personally, the company's getting sued, as is Def Jam in this case, and they're getting sued for those $50,000, $100,000, $200,000. It's happening a lot right now. It's actually quite interesting, more so than the Kevin Liles situation.
Yeah, because once we see them get a bag, it's like, word? That motherfucker tried to do that 50 times 4 years ago. Like, he was smacking me on my ass when I would come in his office every day. So I think that it's basically starting to give more women the courage to come forward and really claim some shit that they might have been going through for the last 15, 20 years in corporate. I'm not against that. What I do see, what I think is going to start happening though, is from the male's perspective, my nigga, you kind of got to be careful. You should be careful, period, where you put your dick. But I'm saying, like, when you get 20-something years old or you single or you're a man in power, you're not necessarily that displaying that level of discernment. You know what I'm saying? When you're a single man, like
back then, absolutely not. There was absolutely there was no fucking discernment. There was no
back
HR.
Then, today,
I understand, but we're talking about cases that are being presented from decades ago, and women are coming forward now, and. I can speak from the standpoint of having been there. There was no HR. These were fucking treacherous, shark-infested fucking waters. It was survival of the fucking fittest. And I think that also what's happened is I feel like consent should have been like the word of like 2022 or 2021 or whatever the fact is, whatever year that it started to be used so consistently, because our vocabulary has changed. Our understanding of what consent has changed. Nobody was saying that fucking word back then. You know what I'm saying? The understanding as a woman being in this business, in front of the camera, behind the camera, was that you were chum for the sharks, and either you found a way to survive. So the fact of the matter is there is going to be certain circumstances in which chickens are coming home to fucking roost, and your behavior was predatory then, and you got to pay for it now. It's
consent and it's power and the culture to me all connected. So, for example, committing a sexual act where somebody doesn't want to do it, that's the part where we all kind of be like, all right, yeah, we know that's not cool. But 30 years ago, asking your artist for a blowjob, unfortunately, wasn't considered out of bounds. It was out of bounds
force them to give you a blowjob, but to ask them for one, and they had a right to say yes or no. And a lot of in the culture of the music business and really corporate America in general, but especially in the music business, was you could do that. So part of what it is applying today's rules to 30 years ago. And I'm not justifying the behavior. I'm just saying we have to have an honest conversation about the culture of institutions and organizations to understand how we got here.
Yep.
Otherwise, it sounds like this random dude is just walking around doing wild shit. When
Quote
in fact,
unquote power dynamics didn't exist necessarily back then as a
Understanding
We didn't
of
know
what
they
they were.
Yeah, as a term.
Yeah.
pretty. Your secretary was pretty. You shot. She accepted. It was like, yo, this is consensual. We were dating, and I was
Even
hitting
from
it.
the rip, niggas hired the
yeah,
secretary
true.
because
That
she
is
was
true.
pretty.
Right.
That was part of the.
I think that's
You know what I mean?
really, really scary, murky waters to be treading in.
Yeah.
Y'all having a great talk, so I ain't about to come in and say some bullshit or take it further.
Yes, I want to hear it.
It's a learned behavior.
Say more.
You think?
It's a learned behavior.
I know.
He was, I mean,
Say
you were
more.
there.
It's not a coincidence that every black mogul, for the most part, in the music business is dealing with this.
Take it off music. Because this
Well,
happens
I'm in
court.
entertainment.
Gotcha.
I'm not talking about the rest of the world. I'm in entertainment. That's what I'm talking about. This is not only happening with black moguls in the entertainment business, and each one of them came up under somebody. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not even really having to talk. But it is a learned behavior. All of them. All of them. From every one of them. You're just not going to hear about where they learned it from. And I'm not trying to...
Not necessarily.
Wait, please, I don't want to sound like I'm excusing it either. So,
Yeah, I think that...
It's something else that could be at play there too, is which we see even today with a nigga who just wasn't him in high school or when he was coming up. And now you get to that level, now it's entitlement kick in. Like now it's like, nigga, y'all owe me for what I couldn't get back then. Now I'm gonna make y'all pay damn near. Now
think it's all those things.
a
I think those two
lot
things combined.
It's
a lot of niggas that
of-
behave
yeah.
like that, yo.
Yeah, it's a lot of different things. I think, because again, you just speaking from a music perspective, I think in corporate America, I think in Wall Street, I think in politics, I got some friends in politics. It's going on in the political arena as well.
It's just not as publicized.
They just not,
because it's
they're not just
exciting,
public figures,
you know.
so we don't know that it's going on when this senator or this congressman
Or the
whoever-
CEO or
yeah,
whatever
like that
knows
shit
about
is it's everywhere. I think that men of power have a certain level of entitlement, and when they see beautiful women, they feel like they can exercise that power in a manner that they see fit. I don't think that it's foreign or it's just exclusive to the music business at all.
that's why I think we have to look at the systems. It's just like back in the 90s when we were looking for the gay rapper. It was like, as if there was just one, as opposed to understanding the culture was built in a way where there's lots of queer folk there as artists, as set designers, as everything. Any job, there was a gay person there. But we didn't want to accept that as a culture. If we keep looking for the predator producer or the predator CEO, we lose sight of the fact that it's a predatory industry.
True, VPs and
Yeah.
directors and all
It's
of
just a
them.
predatory business. And people are always looking to get a leg up, either because they couldn't get it in high school, or because they could and they want more, or because they saw their mentor do it. All the factors are part of it, but we got to have an honest...
if you can recognize it's a predatory business, then why can't you recognize the people that put in the predatory business practices?
I think it goes back
I think
so
we need to.
far.
That's what I'm
but I
saying.
just think
I'm
it
saying
goes
let's
back
get. I'm
so
with you.
far.
I'm saying go past puffing them. Go past all
Yeah.
of it. Let's get to the heart of it. That's the culture part of it.
Yeah, and part of the culture is also everybody else's. Part of the culture is the hero worship. The hero worship also is a massive symptom to the fucking problem. I just watched the Brett Favre Untold. I don't know if y'all saw that.
No.
That shit was fucking wild.
What was wild about it?
Well, so we all know.
'Cause I saw it.
Okay. What was wild about it was there was this sideline reporter named Jen Steger, and Brett Favre decided that he liked her, and he started to solicit her attention anonymously at first, and then he got her phone number through the head office. They gave it to him. This is when he was with the Jets, and he started to contact her. She made it clear she had absolutely no interest in him whatsoever. The great Brett Favre. And everybody would be like, oh, well, of course. No, she had no interest. And she was terrified that she now had his attention in a way that she didn't want it, because she knew that this was going to end badly for her. and it did. Her career is fucking over. He sent her a dick pic and whatever else, and then the story comes out a little bit later about his, about his unwanted advances. I forget what the magazine is that she worked with at the time, but she confided in the editor. Deadspin. She confided in the editor who was her friend.
She was sharing tea.
Expected that this was an off-the-record fucking it was an off-the-record conversation between two.
You know where you work. It's Deadspin. Deadspin is the wild, wild west of all of that sports commentary shit. Deadspin posts the superstar athletes sending dick pics. They don't focus on the stats.
I understand that, but when you are having...
You're talking to the editor or the owner.
I get it, but
listen,
I get it, but if you are having an off-the-record fucking...
With your friend.
Conversation with your friend...
Off the record, it's just a ploy.
She might have thought they was friends.
Even if you did, that's very naive on her part.
That's not true, bro.
Bro, if I know what this company does, let's just take it. I know what the company do. I know what they're about.
She writes for Deadspin. This is her colleague. If I'm having a conversation with you, Ice, I am going to have this expectation. It's sitting over there that you're not going to get on Twitter and start writing. Oh, Mel said this. Mel said that. I have that expectation of you.
Now, if our business was to talk about whatever it is that you're talking about, right? That's what our business. That's what our brand is based. That's what we do. And you come in here and say something. Then expect, well, damn, how did that get out? Why, like
you're asking the National Enquirer not to post something.
Yeah. So
you have a right to do that.
That is the side that you guys.
Yes, there's still the National Enquirer.
Not saying I would do it, but I'm just saying.
But go ahead.
The expectation is kind of low.
I would have expected my friend to have a little bit more integrity. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, he basically says, "Oh, well, fuck that. I'm printing it." And so that was how the world started or found out about these inappropriate text messages that Brett Favre was sending to this girl, and the fact that she
and he paid her.
Who?
The Deadspin. They paid the girl for the story.
No, I didn't see that in.
Yes, that was in the doc. Mm-hmm. It was in.
She sold the story.
They paid.
After the fact. After the fact.
That's different though.
She was not
trying to make me whole.
She was not. She was not soliciting any attention for this story. She did not sell the story. She didn't want anybody to know because she knew that this was going to be harmful to career suicide, and it was. Now, how do we regard Brett Favre? As still the fucking gunslinging fucking hero that everybody perceives him to be.
Except regardless, stole that money from. But go ahead.
Yeah, we don't regard him that way.
No, but a lot of people still do. The fucking statue in fucking Green Bay hasn't been taken down. He can walk in the stadium and get a fucking standing ovation. I'm talking about hero worship here.
His statue got to get taken down because he sent a dick pic.
No, I'm talking about the scandal in fucking Mississippi, stealing from the fucking poor. That's what that shit was disgusting.
He has plausible deniability in that too. From what they show.
Again, there's text messages.
I still think he's a piece of shit. So
again, there's text messages
there. But how
you
interpret those text messages is different. He said, "Hey, is there any way I can get in trouble for this?" Which was interpreted as he was well aware that he knew crimes were going on.
Yeah.
There's another way to interpret.
That is true.
Hey, is there any way I can get in trouble for doing this, getting this money? It don't have to go that way. Is all I'm saying. Depends on how you see it.
Okay. Well, I choose to see it the way that a lot of people see it. That he understood where this money was coming from, and very complicit.
Got it.
I got him as a piece of shit too, but he wasn't doing nothing different than most of these colleges are and have been doing for a long time.
Which is the point I'm making.
Yeah, the point you keep making.
Yeah, it's like, and we see it with every congressman I know who go to jail. I can name at least 3 congressmen I know 2 of whom I work with directly who went to jail for corruption and taking bribes. Yeah, they did it. They did the same thing that every other member of Congress does.
They just got caught.
They either got caught or were less slick or they got watched more.
Or they crossed somebody that was like, oh, word?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm just saying, like, all these institutions are corrupt. And at some point we got to get past it. But that's a social question. That's what I keep saying. The desire to be like these unaccountable white men who are never going to be held accountable the way we are, it's something we got to work through,
too. Set the tone.
Agreed.
Right, because we'll sit there and can I say Clive Davis? I don't know. But if not, beep it out. My point is, there's a lot of people who look at the behavior in the music industry and say, well,
why did he get away with it and I can't get away with shit?
How's he there?
I've been asking Clive questions for years. So I mean,
I think it's just a good old boys club. I think that society in itself, again, outside of the music business, outside of finance, my nigga, look at the presidency and what they saying. All of the shit, it tracks. Like they got him documented saying, yo, if Hillary Clinton did XYZ with Qatar, it's some bullshit. He just took a $400 million plane. They set the rules and they play by the rules that they want. So the money, power, respect is the mantra.
Let me ask y'all a few things because we do have to close this, and I do have to get to an ad. What do y'all think ends up happening to Kevin Liles?
Nothing.
I think he wins this. He painted a picture of somebody. He laid that out. Not to mention her drug history, her criminal history, her felony history, her drug distribution of heroin. I mean, it's going to be hard to convince people
that this not a money grab.
Not just that. Unfortunately, and I fuck with Luck, Jersey.
Yeah, she not big enough. She not big enough.
They don't care about the victim enough.
Yeah.
And that's really what happens in a lot of these cases.
People go looking for perfect victims, and there very rarely is one.
Not even necessarily perfect.
Her cachet ain't big enough.
Yeah. Do we give a fuck enough?
She's not a sympathetic enough figure as well. Yeah. It's true.
And again, I'm not saying she's lying. I'm just saying I don't think she wins this.
I don't think so.
Agreed. I agree with that. No.
God damn.
Listen.
But you feel we're cynical at this point?
What's for cynical?
No, cynical.
Oh. Am I feeling cynical?
No. Was that the goddamn?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a little bit. I mean, just how it sounds.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's hard not to be cynical at this point. You know, social media and just like the barrage of information that we get, you know, as it relates to things like this, after a while, it desensitizes you.
So we're going to flip-flop on when. All right.
It's not flip-flopping.
We're flip-flopping on when our cynicism kicks in. We are. I'm too sick to talk about it.
Me too.
We are.
Me too.
You too. I know, I'm confused.
I don't see it. I think it feels to me like y'all are equating a prediction that this isn't going to work out well with a kind of endorsement that it's not going to work out well.
Like, no, I didn't have a problem with where y'all left that.
Okay.
When Mel took it further, hearing that piece.
Oh, okay. When you said y'all, I got confused. Okay. Got you.
With the cynicism?
Yeah. It's like selective cynicism.
Sure. Maybe a little bit.
Not for me. I rarely believe things are going to work out well. I support victims, and I still don't believe they're
going to
work out.
Do y'all think she's going to get paid? A settlement?
I think she will.
I think she'll get something.
Yeah,
I think she'll get a very small amount.
But that is where my cynicism comes from,
I don't
Mark.
think so now.
I don't think so.
I don't think so now.
I don't think he's going. I don't think he's looking to even try to settle.
Follow the Jay-Z trend.
Yeah.
And be like, no, I'm gonna fight it all the way. Number one, you broke. And again, no disrespect to Luck, I'll fuck with her, like Big Jersey, but you broke. You can't remotely get the attorney power team that I could muster up. I think it's gonna set. We got to stop this. Let's say he's innocent. If he's innocent. If he's innocent, I think it behooves him to fight it all the way.
Agreed.
You get what I'm saying? Now, if he's not innocent, that's another story. But if he is
What about
innocent,
the lawyer fees and shit though? At some point you got to be practical. Hove was like, I will burn money just to make the point. All of us can't afford to do that.
Kevin Liles can afford way higher attorneys than Lady Luck.
That's fair. Keep in mind also the Def Jam is being sued too though. So they may actually have an investment in saying, I don't want to be smeared. I don't want it to be said that we built this. I'm just saying there's a few angles to be played here. That it wouldn't shock me if they came to right now and said, we got $250 for you. She might have to just take that. And it wouldn't shock. That's what I mean by a small amount. It wouldn't shock me if she just took it. That's my prediction. I think
NDA
that's
for
what's going to happen.
$100,000.
Take $250,000 and shut up.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen.
You will spend $250,000 in lawyer fees easily.
Easy.
So
Right.
$500,000 to shut your ass up and go away. It's possible.
That's what I think is
possible.
going to happen.
No, that's possible.
Yeah, it's time for some TNP.
Yeah,
Sometimes just hit him with some TM thoughts and prayers.
T's and
Some
P's,
prayers,
baby.
man.
Thoughts and prayers for all parties involved. We'll keep you updated as we're updated.
Sure.
Sad ass topic made it hard to put my hype prize.
Now it's time for our favorite part of the show.
Thank you.
Now it's time for our favorite part of the show, guys.
That was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Now it's time.
That was great.
Okay?
Do it again.
Now it's time for our favorite part of the show. Prize Picks! Cut me in.
I was about to say.
Prize Picks, let's take care of my boy.
Thank you.
You smoked that. Let's take care of my man. Prize Picks is the best place to turn your sports knowledge into real cash money. With millions of members, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. Real easy and simple to play. All you have to do is pick more or less on at least 2 players for a chance to win now up to 2,000 times your cash. So run your game all season long with Prize Picks. All right, the Joe and Ish picks of the week. Yo, cut my boy in too. Stop playing. Prize Picks. Cut my man Ish and Flip in.
Thank you.
All right. We have
Chopped liver.
and everybody.
We like money.
Yo, cut everybody, I guess. I mean, we'll talk about it later. We have Caruso for more than 10.5 points and assists. He's playing really good defense. Chet Holmgreen for more than 15 points. Dante DiVincenzo for more than 8 points.
You butcher his name every time.
Everybody's name. Nas Reed for more than 7.5 rebounds and assists. And Rudy Gobert for over 9 rebounds. Don't forget, if you download the app right this second and use promo code JBP, you get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. I repeat for the people in the back. If you download Prize Picks right this second and use promo code JBP, you get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. So good luck to all participants out there. And run your game. Real quick before we move on, in sports, does anybody have the Wolves winning another game?
I think they could win another one.
I think they win another game.
I don't.
Nah, yo.
It's belt to ass.
I think
man.
they defeated mentally.
Yeah.
I think they defeated mentally.
And before game 4 of the Knicks series, everybody here counts the Knicks out?
No,
I do.
I got the Knicks winning this one.
I got Pacers in 5.
It's hard to count the Knicks out. They
I'm
play
not counting
hard,
the Knicks
but
out.
I hope they lose, but they play hard.
You're not trying to wait. Do you really believe the Knicks are going to win the series?
Oh, yeah.
$1,000.
I'll take it.
Done.
I'll take it.
Wait, just to be clear, I'm betting the Pacers will win the series. You bet the Knicks will win the series. 'Cause this thing I learned from the water bets and shit. If the Pacers win this series, you're going to send me $1,000. If the Knicks win, I'm going to send you $1,000.
All right, I want to remix that.
Exactly. That's why I asked.
Only because I'm taking it with us down 2-1, so I think I should be incentivized differently.
Not with 2-1. If it was 2-3, oh yeah.
It's 2-1 before game 4. Game 4 on the road. Yeah, I feel like I should be incentivized different. I'm down to bet.
Okay,
I got
good.
25. I got 25 out with us.
Okay.
I got bets out on this series.
Okay.
But I'm down. I'm down.
How would you? What's the incentive?
Let's call it 500 more.
500 more?
Yeah.
Sure. Done.
Got it. I'll take it. 1,500.
Oh, what does that mean? Oh, no,
1,500 to a stack. 1,500 to a stack. He went. I
No,
get
my business
1,500.
ain't my bread. Pardon me.
You drunk that? What water you brought in today?
Same what I bring in every day.
Avion again? You back? You back to Avion?
Yeah, you new money niggas don't know what Avion is, yo.
How long you got to have money before people can stop calling you new money?
When you stop acting like new money. Oh shit.
When it fits on you, when
Yeah,
when
I
you
think-
move.
Oh no, that's not true. 'Cause if you had money for fucking 40 years and act like a new nigga,
Yeah.
then what?
You won't act
still
like
call
that.
new money?
You won't know it's new money. You won't even know.
You'll be accustomed to his
Yeah.
movements.
The niggas that got money, they don't know they got money.
Yeah, you're right.
What's one indication that you are new money?
Arguing about water.
Yeah.
Douche.
Hey, yo, real quick though, before we go on, I do want to take my time out and shout out to Kai Sinat and the guys over there at Stream University. I think it was great. It was amazing. First of all, round of applause for
You went?
You
You enrolled?
No. I didn't roll.
He's on the silver tier.
But no. There was mixing schedules. Remember I kept telling you guys that there was a surprise that I was working on. I get into that later because it's not about me. But what it is that to watch a young man come from New York and to make something out of it, to take ideas and put it on a larger scale and to execute it, especially to put the young ones on, that's amazing to me. I have nothing but admiration and respect for Kai, the whole team over there. Shout out to Talil, shout out to everybody. I mean, he's changing lives, man. Bringing people that was on there with 100 people watching them, bringing people with 1,000, just bringing them together. And I like the way he handled certain situations in there, right? When a young lady was bullied or felt like she was bullied or got made fun of, he went over there and sat with her and did a stream. Like, he addressed every situation head on. And I respect. I tip my hat to Kai and them, man.
Facts.
I see you guys soon, but I tip my hat to them, man.
But let me just say,
You about to be a professor.
I'm about to say, let me just say, Flip, you deserve to be there. And I know y'all working out the details, but you are an architect of this shit. And a lot of people, I'm not talking about Kai right now, I'm just saying in general, who do the work they do on YouTube and on live streaming in general, have followed your model and they don't always give you the credit. So I just want you to know that you deserve to be there too.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I get the Flip niggas every day in my DMs.
Yeah.
Yo, send this to Flip. It was some niggas singing in Philly.
Yeah.
Why I gotta be Philly?
It was.
You said it right.
I mean, but we get calls, man. It's two people up here that get the calls when it's time. We get the calls. Schedule.
Two people up here to get the calls.
Yeah, they do. Schedule was a conflict, and I wanted to shit on y'all. I had a whole plan, but because I remember I'm going to Indianapolis and I was going to Ohio. It was a whole thing that I was doing, but I thought it's crazy. But salute to Kai, salute to everybody up there, salute to Streamers University, man. That made me feel good seeing that.
That's fine. You should do the streamer portables.
The what?
You should do, that's a good idea. You should do your own shit.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
You should do that. That's
Streamer, community college, streamer.
Streamer
community
college is hilarious.
Hey, Freeze.
No.
You got that? I like that.
I think you would smoke that though.
Yeah, I know. I got you. For the less enthused streamers, for the ones on the dark side of the web, right, Freeze?
Streamer dorm.
The chicken nugget streamers, huh?
I didn't say that.
I said it was gonna be a
Did you give to the colleges, nigga? Did you give to the high schoolers?
I did not say nothing about the chicken nuggets. I can have pizza.
You dying to cook some nuggets with cooking with Kaya.
Yeah, I'm buying it. You can be proud though. You can be proud of him. Yo, Joe, look, one thing about you and I, man, you know I ain't too far from something that's moving like that. You know I'm not too far from it, nigga.
I know you got a whole...
Not 50 degrees. That shit like 2
You got a whole deck of cards up your sleeve. I'm
not too far of it, but like it feels good when people acknowledge you.
That's part of why I keep you around.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Thank you, I appreciate that. But it feels good when people acknowledge you, right? A lot of people try to make, in closing, they try to make comparisons to make me feel away. But the people that's running,
there's no comparison.
No. Of course, salute to them. They doing their thing. But when I come around, they acknowledge me. When I come around, they invite me in. But they know who I am. You can crack the jokes too, but they invite me in.
No comparison.
Now, when you see,
you was the inspiration probably for some of these.
they invite me. They invite me in. Yo, Flip, come on, nigga. It was a whole thing set up, nigga. I just had the days fucked up.
I
just spoke to you about it.
I'm supporting you, nigga. I said, good job. There's no comparison.
He said chicken. I'm gonna go to the pool. I know you talking about the little shit in the corner.
No,
with the para, with the two teachers.
The shit behind the building, the trailers in the back.
Trailers in the back.
How many teachers to one student, nigga? 5?
Oh, shit.
Fuck out of here.
Speaking of some streamer shit, did y'all see Druski skit? The cool white boy.
Yes, I thought it was hilarious. There's a lot of people in the uproar.
Yeah, they are not.
Parks, you want to speak for your people? That's enough.
I will not speak for them. What's to be uproared about that? It was hilarious.
To me, it was funny too. Free.
There was uproar because it's whiteface.
Yeah.
Because it's whiteface?
Because the cool white guy in the hood, right? The white boy that's good in the hood.
Like I did see, not saying that it was upset over it, but I did see Theo Vaughn post, oh, great, cool, let me go get my paint.
That's funny.
That's hilarious to me.
That's funny.
But you get what he's
the
implying.
people that are actually mad about it.
The
people that are actually mad about it, I just guess don't understand why blackface is bad.
No, they don't.
They think it's just because
think, like, we can't do it. Why could you do it? That's how
just when I was starting to forget why I didn't like Theo Vaughn. I almost was forgetting why I didn't fuck with him. See, I just rely on, if I don't fuck with you, that's my memory of it. I don't need to remember why. That's why. All right, thank you for that, Freeze. Theo fucking Vaughn.
Yeah.
See, Freeze think that's funny. Parks did too. Well, just me. A lot.
Parks can think it's funny. Is the thing.
I can't though.
I'm not here for it today.
Got it.
Hey, I'm sick. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, so
hey, TNP.
I like
saying TNP. You think it's the same?
Freeze, you think it's the same?
I just like comedy.
No, we asked you a question.
Do I think him saying it? Let me go get my
paint. Yes, it's the same as.
I don't even think he even intending to do it. I just think the statement was funny. I'm making fun of that.
Can you answer the question we're asking?
Do I think if he were to put on blackface, it's the same?
Do you
no,
think
it's not
that
the
blackface
same.
and whiteface?
Blackface and whiteface are not the same. Nowhere near the same.
Okay, just checking.
At all.
All right, thank God.
And that's the thing that pisses me off. when white people act like it is. That's all.
It's not the same thing.
It's nothing, nowhere near the same.
There's no historical implication behind whiteface.
No.
People like to ignore context when it's convenient.
Yeah.
And it's like black power, white power aren't the same thing. When I say black power, I'm trying to get us free. When you say white power, you trying to get me lynched.
You trying
know
to
what I'm saying?
trying to keep us.
Yeah,
And it's the voice. And it's the voice.
Detain me, right?
White power. It's the voice.
Yeah,
It's the voice and the fist that go. It's the fist that. It's the look that come with it. It's the flag that's behind it.
I honestly thought that was one of Druski's better skits.
It was hilarious.
Really hilarious. It's just funny.
Like the
When he
whole-
goes back to the dinner table, that was
Preston.
funny. Yeah, stop talking like that.
His name
Nailed
was
it.
Preston when he went back home.
He nailed that skit.
He did. I think he even posted somewhere. He was like thanking everybody because it was like his fastest skit to reach 100,000 comments or something. It was like he hit a milestone with that.
Oh, good for him, man.
I'm such a huge
Are
fan.
you looking at
of
me?
him.
Drewski's
I'm a
amazing,
huge
man.
fan. I'm a huge fan of Druski's. I love
Amazing.
what he does.
Ish, why you looking at me, boy? Ish asked me off camera why I didn't think about the Druski skit, why I didn't think about doing that. Like, Ish, why you don't believe in supporting black men and brothers supporting each other, man? Why I gotta think of that? That's fire.
That's not Flip's
Yeah,
style.
thank
of
you,
skit.
Paul.
Yeah.
said, why don't
There's way
I
too much
believe
nuance
in
for
it?
that.
No,
Yeah.
but you asked me that off camera.
You just
I didn't hear you, Mark. Say it again while I'm paying
I said it's not
attention.
your bag. Like you do a different style of comedy.
That's all I said.
Well, no, he said it was too nuanced for you.
No, that's not what he said.
It isn't.
Was that what you said?
Not exactly. No,
What'd you say?
I don't remember exactly what I said.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Thank you, man, for holding me down.
It's definitely not exactly what I said.
Hey, yo, listen. Listen.
Y'all different styles.
Exactly, and I support Druski, and I can adapt to anything though.
I don't doubt that.
Watch me on Tosh Point when you see
I don't
me.
doubt that. I think you could
Watch
be
him
George.
while we
I
talk
think
to
you
me.
could be George Carlin if you wanted to be.
I don't know who that is, and I think that's a diss.
No, it's
What?
No, actually, it's
No,
not a
George
diss.
Carlin.
Yo,
Okay.
I give
Okay.
up.
Well,
All right,
thank you.
What
So
we got going on over
another
there?
big thing, big marriage.
Big marriage.
An announcement.
Love is in the air.
Yes, something's in the air. Travis Hunter,
Travis Hunter married his it was a high school sweetheart.
his high school sweetheart.
At least college sweetheart.
I mean, when you're like 20, it just feels the same.
Yeah,
high school
yeah. That's what I
sweetheart.
was like, how do you call it that? But
Travis Hunter is the second pick from this recent NFL draft. He went to the Jaguars.
Yep,
I want to
Jacksonville.
say.
Okay.
He went to Colorado. You know, explain to my parents.
Yeah, he's a star. He's a star player on both offense and defense, which is extraordinarily rare.
Who came under fire because after a lot of his big moments, his girlfriend seemingly made it about her. At least that was the internet's interpretation of her behavior. So the fact that they're married now is a conversation, I guess.
not
How
just
do you
that.
feel about that, Joe Budden?
Not just that they married. That they
not
got
the
married
marriage.
with no prenup.
And they posted no prenup on the pictures.
Before the prenup part, though, I'm just saying because, like, you know, when we first talked about this 5 months ago, you said see if she'll be around in a year. He married her, which was my prediction that she was there for the long haul.
That doesn't negate mine.
It doesn't. I'm not saying you're wrong.
But
I'm
we don't know.
saying
The hall of what, though?
the long haul,
Of justice, nigga.
Truck.
right? You all brinks. No, I'm just saying. You know, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying, does this change in your estimate or your prediction at all?
No.
No, you still
Do you think 5-6 months it's gonna be over?
I mean, I'm not. Listen, I love. So I don't want to put death dates on people's
Relationship.
Yeah, I don't want to do
You
that.
wish the best.
I mean, no, I don't. I don't necessarily wish the best. I don't know them. I don't give a fuck about them. But,
God damn.
I love love.
Fuck them niggas. I don't know them like that.
But how do we feel about the no prenup thing?
How do we know about the no prenup thing?
They
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 posted
told it.
Oh, okay.
Is it official? Because I know it was like a rumor. It was alleged. I don't know if they said like we didn't sign a prenup. That's a weird thing to announce, right?
Yeah, it's super
Marry my
weird.
girl.
Not
We ain't signed no prenup.
I'ma keep it real.
Not in the clout chasing world. It's not.
Yeah, I was about to say. And
In the world we live in, where everybody, that's gonna be the question. I wonder if they'll know. Let me put that out there. They're gonna go run crazy with it. That's the world we live in
That's
today.
possible that they did that to try to deflect away from all the negative attention she had received earlier last
She
year.
got that nigga wrapped around her finger.
Could they have just posted that as a joke?
Yes.
Okay.
That's possible too.
Absolutely. For the same reasons they just said, for attention.
Right.
Oh, attention.
I mean,
conversation still don't change.
it don't change.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay with no prenup, and I don't think it's an issue.
But you're 40-something years old. Do you think that your 20-something-year-old self would have said the same thing?
I mean, to be honest, I think I have more of an argument now for signing the prenup than I did at 20.
It goes farther than that. It goes farther than that.
Okay, go ahead.
Your 20-something-year-old self that just walked into a potential financial windfall.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, you weren't 20
Mark
something.
was still struggling.
I
I was
know.
homeless. I was like,
I know.
what I'm prenupping for this fucking
But you're 20 years. But you're
He had a prenup with the coat, nigga.
right.
He had a coat nub.
What we splitting?
your 20-year-old mentality, your 20-something-year-old mentality,
I never was a prenup
with
person.
his same circumstances.
I mean, I've never
Travis's.
been a prenup person. I mean, I'll say this. I think there's nothing wrong with signing a prenup. And I think paperwork and contracts, as uncomfortable as they are, prevent problems later. And I say that in business too, right? Signing contracts, no matter how uncomfortable they are, prevents fallout later. So I have no problem with people who sign prenup. I don't think it's wrong to do. I personally had no desire to do it.
Is it just prenup, or would you do that in like a business deal too, with no paperwork?
No, in the business deal, I would absolutely. I believe in paperwork in general. I mean, there's times where I haven't done it, it's always come back to bite me. Every time I haven't signed paperwork, it's come back to bite me.
So I'm curious if you feel, because marriage is basically a business, business arrangement. So why would you be so cool with no prenup for marriage?
I can't say that I would be cool with a prenup under any marital circumstance. But in my particular circumstance, I felt good with it. I felt comfortable with it. But again, I don't think I'm right and other people are wrong. Again, everybody should do it.
That's a case by case basis.
Yeah, it's a case by case basis. I felt comfortable. I felt comfortable with a couple of things to make it real short. My wife and I.
Can you push that mic closer to you?
What's that?
Can you push that mic?
Oh yeah. Sorry. My wife and I have been together on and off for a long stretch of time.
Okay.
And I felt like a lot of the moves that I made were based on her wisdom and her advice. I felt like a lot of the success I had was based on things that she told me. So I felt like there was a way that I felt like she was entitled to some of the stuff that I had. So, and I knew that whatever we had after we got together, she deserved. So for me, in my case, a prenup.
She was already contributed to you.
Yeah, I felt like she earned it. So for my case, it didn't make sense to me.
Gotcha.
But again, everybody's situation is different. If I were Elon Musk marrying somebody tomorrow, I'm not going to say I'd feel the same way, because I wouldn't.
Got it.
You know what I mean? I don't think that anybody who marries Elon Musk deserves. And again, you know how I feel about billionaires, but just in as a matter of ethics and logic, I don't think anybody deserves half of it just by virtue of getting married. I want that money to go to poor people, not to fucking the woman he married to get half of it.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Oh, she was poor.
Mark, let me ask you a question. God forbid, you and your wife don't work out, you get divorced, and later on you go to get remarried. Would you prenup that? Because now you already got all this, and that person didn't help you get any of it.
That's one of them counterfactual hypotheticals. If me and my wife don't work out, you ain't never seeing me get married again. I'm gonna be, you go see me in the worst of places.
Got it.
Put it like this: you gonna see me and Imani out a lot. you gonna see. We gonna be taking selfies and shit. We gonna be on Instagram. We gonna be in the wildest of places, nigga. That's a non-factor.
Gotcha.
That's an interesting choice that he made, though. And I'm surprised that his family, if it's true, because they could be trolling, I'm surprised his family allowed that to happen.
They grown.
I know.
Disallow it.
They can't, but I'm sure that they could, levy a lot of pressure.
And
like,
we don't know that they have it.
Everybody's family is different.
And not just that, we don't know that they have it. We don't know that they not feeling none of this. There's instances where they go, two go off and get married under whatever circumstances, and the family don't like that shit.
Or people be rebelling on purpose.
You know his mom said something. Yeah, I mean, his mom is heavily involved in his career. She knows.
Is that, that to be true? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, his mother is.
He know everything, nigga. He the doctor.
Yeah, she's involved, and
he offered to marry them.
Nigga.
Don't think I wouldn't. Very small fee.
From that video that's circulating of him dancing at what looks like a reception. I don't know if it's his reception. It looked like he probably ain't ever had no black pussy.
Safe to assume.
I'm just gonna put it out there.
Safe to assume.
Say it.
Where you from?
I have no idea. I don't know nothing about Travis Hunter outside of what Deion Sanders told me. But I know when it looked like a nigga ain't never had no black pussy.
That's the setup to lose everything.
And that's what Jaden Daniels' moms is sitting there saying will not be happening to her son.
Yeah,
Yeah, she just goes overboard.
To who?
Us, the streets.
She looking at it as, if I don't go overboard, we get that.
He might sunk.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious. Oh, first, let me ask you, Mel, because you're in an interesting situation. You're in an interesting position as the only woman on the set, right? How do you feel about the prenup?
Yo,
how do you feel about the prenup? Like, would you have entered any potential marriage that you considered? Would you have done it with a prenup, without a prenup?
I would want a prenup, yes. But that's just at this stage of my life.
You would want one?
Yes.
On whose behalf?
On both of our behalfs.
Why? Gotcha. you don't take your Gracie Award.
Nigga, I got.
I got this mac and cheese.
Yo, watch your fucking mouth.
Exactly. Keep motherfucking playing with me. I got assets, bitch. Okay.
Yeah, watch your mouth, nigga.
Yeah.
Watch your mouth, nigga.
Yeah.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah. Cut Daisy in half.
Hey, yo, nah, I ain't gonna let y'all do that to her. I ain't gonna let y'all do that. I got you, man.
Shitty.
Yo, what the fuck? Hey, hold on. What's wrong with y'all niggas picking on Mel like that?
We got your back, man. Fuck wrong with y'all?
She got the bookshelf, nigga. Watch your fucking mouth.
She got the mac and cheese recipe.
The catcher in the ride. Nigga.
Who gets this TV?
She got assets, nigga.
27-inch.
The Zenith.
I got you, bro.
He grew up in West Palm.
West Palm Beach?
West Palm. West Palm Beach, Florida.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Mark. All right, easy.
That was one of Mark's better jokes.
What's that?
Funny.
Yeah.
That Joe's assessment is probably very correct.
So all white girls.
Yeah.
Yo, Mark was something.
Yeah.
Like, who gets the king man?
Hey, they're collector's fucking items, okay? They are collector's items right now.
Smooth magazine.
Collector's item. Collector's item. Anyhow, yes, I would want to sign
don't
a
let them
prenup.
niggas play with you like
I'm not
that.
letting them play with me.
Let me tell you something.
Listen,
Shoot at that nigga.
Talk to
I
me
did.
like you talk to fucking
Yeah.
Theo, nigga. Watch
Yeah.
your fucking tone.
Yeah.
Don't come over here. Talk to me like you talk to Malcolm Jamal.
We saw that.
Yeah, I seen it.
Oh, we all
I
saw
seen
that.
it.
Well, we can get to this later. You guys can tell me your assessment of how we interacted with one another. However, at this stage of my life,
Let's go.
I would want a prenup.
Assets.
No. Listen, for him, I love the fact, if this is in fact true, that he is that in love with his girl. I love that. I love that for him.
I don't think the prenup necessarily
I think that's a bad reason.
how much you love or don't love
Yes, I
someone.
do. Yes, I do.
I disagree with that.
I'm thinking I'm trying to think like a very, very young person and how much we idealize love.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's different at this age where we have life experience and shit like that, and jaded and cynicism and all that shit. We really idealize love and we look at our partner as forever and oh my God, you know, like I love that for him. If it's a hard lesson for him to learn in the future, we don't know. We don't know. But I love the fact that he idealizes love so much and feels that level of connection with his partner that he feels like this is forever. I think that's very sweet.
And I think that's a bad reason. I think
It's a terrible fucking reason.
I think
It's a
love is not a good
terrible
reason.
fucking reason. But it is the fact.
I think congrats to them on their marriage. I think it's a
Yes.
smart move for a young man about to move into a bunch of money to get married and stay out of some potential pitfalls that we see other people fall into.
True.
Yeah.
that's
I
a
think we
fact.
should be looking at the positive things about this shit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going with the positive.
And you better make it work too. Because black women will have their I told you so moment in the event that it doesn't.
What's his girl's
They're gonna have their moment. Black girls don't care. It'd be a story. White guy got killed by his white girlfriend at the house. Black girls be like, told you.
Told you. That's what you get for fucking with the white.
Hey, yo, speaking of that.
Well.
Did you hear about
Black girls don't give a
Don't
fuck.
fuck.
He died, y'all.
the white girl that killed her black boyfriend? She's not
She got
charged.
off.
She got off.
She got off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And black lady was like, see? That's what happened when you keep going vanilla ice cream.
That's the part you don't factor in with all that
and
jungle
milk.
fever shit.
Yeah.
Your wife could take the argument places you can't.
She would take it further.
Take it further.
Congratulations to
Yeah,
Travis.
Congratulations to the happy couple.
That part.
And his wife. I don't see a long road, but
Shout out to prenup Mel. I'm down with you, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mel said I got assets. Go ahead, Mel.
Talk your shit.
I do.
You know, Mel old enough to have some in that savings now.
That's true.
She got the 201k, not the 4K. She got some old shit.
You know,
nigga.
Mel got something.
She got some old shit.
And somebody might have left her a little something.
Hey.
Nigga come steal Mel whole
It'd be one of them young niggas from the Bronx.
Hey, get her to sign it over.
You see my Instagram holding Daisy?
I wish I would.
Wait, that's on the front page of my Hulu this morning. I've seen this story a million times already, but the white guy who just conned women all around the world and thinking that he was their man.
Yo, he
was killing.
Oh, was it the Dear John shit?
Yeah. But it's a different one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, didn't know. Oh, okay. I watched one. I think it was Netflix or something.
It's the same white dude. Yeah, it's the same dude.
That's cool.
That nigga
Why you think you can't get spun? Meaning, like, a young man can't come into your life and get you to trick on him, let him drive the car.
Tricking, tricking is different. Like,
so you would trick?
Well, no, wait.
Just clarify.
Giving gifts is different from putting you in my fucking will and putting you as the beneficiary of my life insurance policy. That is a huge
you be dropping
motherfucking difference.
You drop hours to chill, girl. You drop 3 hours just to go chill
I
on
would
the
just like
couch.
everybody to know he does not know fuck all. He just
let me go chill.
Doesn't know fuck all.
Hey, you chilled outside the crib.
That's what Canadians get real mad.
You didn't even go in the house. You chilled outside on the balcony.
Shut up. Anywho's.
See that? Yeah.
And that's still different from signing to die.
Very much so.
But Mel would definitely sign a nigga in a...
It would never happen.
Mel's
It would never happen.
The point is, Mel, you're a lover. You love Mel. You love.
No,
you gotta stop doing that.
It would never happen.
Behind the back.
Watch your mouth.
Hey, the freaking frack. What are you saying over there?
He's another lover boy.
All right.
You with
Nobody
me?
want to say it?
Go ahead.
No, we're not with you. At all. I'm not going.
I'm with her, nigga.
Go ahead.
Flip is with you.
Spinning you like a yeah.
Why do you guys
What's that little game that
fucking?
I don't see that.
Mel.
I don't see that for me.
I think Mel is a romantic.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to say.
Maybe even to a fault. And I think that the right nigga,
The right young nigga
Start
too.
saying and doing the shit that you really been wanting.
Niggas start spitting lyrics from Hey Ma to her. She was like, huh? I never heard that before.
nigga start Pavarotti. Boy, Mel.
No, I think Mel is probably not that to a fault. Like that's
What?
probably why
Agreed.
you're not married now, is because you've
What?
been too like defensive with shit
Is that
on some level.
Yeah, and guess what?
Like
Get him,
this?
Beezy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him, Parks.
Yeah, he's absolutely right.
Look.
No, he's absolutely right.
I didn't think of it that way. What you just did?
I've had an avoidant attachment style my whole fucking life.
What was that? What was that right there?
The Heisman.
Avoid accountability.
You know the niggas that move your hands? Never heard that?
No.
Okay.
I never heard that. No. But Parks is absolutely right.
I don't see Mel getting spun, yo, for real.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It
Mark,
it
I'm
can't
with y'all.
happen.
No,
You
I
know
tell you,
what?
I've
I
known
ain't
Mel
doing
for
it. You right.
15 years. I've never seen her spend $1 on anything. Like,
Damn.
I can't. I don't see.
There was that one time,
That's what I'm saying.
you know.
Right. With that one person, right. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I can see Mel doing the emotional labor, but I don't see Mel actually reaching in her pocket and giving somebody her credit card
Yo, it's
or signing
different.
over
That's
paperwork.
not what
Mark,
that's
it's
not
different
getting
with-
spun. That ain't, you ain't got to reach in your pocket
and
to
Mark,
do that
look
to
at
get
me.
spun.
I'm saying I don't see her signing no paperwork neither for the same reason.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a young nigga coming into Mel's life right now and taking her on a fucking ride, a Ferris wheel, nigga.
Yes, I get
It
that
will
part.
happen, and he'll get some dollars out of her.
I don't see her giving up no bread.
Telling you,
she ain't wired
put
that
a
way.
wager.
dog. She ain't wired that way.
Oh, we can't do that. That's
No,
fine.
that's
How we
true.
gonna do? Yeah,
I'm sorry, that was crazy.
I don't,
We ain't got to talk about Mel's
Yeah, I'm about
love
to say,
life.
I don't
Let's-
think that
let's-
we should be hyper focused.
Palm me,
Let's get off of that.
Mel's
Absolutely.
behavior.
No worries.
Not as
We
Gracie
never
would.
gonna
Not
find
with her
out.
here.
Not as a Gracie.
It was way better when you weren't here. We was able to really
Agreed.
hyper focus.
Yeah, agreed.
So, let's talk about.
If homegirl ain't get woman's intuition that night, shit, Mel was in the fucking blender
That was
already.
a whole different kind of spun.
Mel was in the blender already. If homegirl didn't get that feeling in her gut, I
can feel it in the
a
air.
late night trip, Mel was already
Yo.
halfway to the moon.
Hey, yo. She was twisting
And then the feds kicked my ass for saying chicken got it done.
Because it didn't.
Ciroc did.
Okay.
It did not.
Okay, I say I think nobody should hyper focus on your love life.
Okay, all right, fine, no
Chicken
problem.
didn't
But
get
the
it.
chicken
That's
did
too much
not
on
get it
Mel,
done.
yo.
But just know that when we hyper focus, it'd be shit there.
It wasn't a chicken, yo.
It wasn't.
Hey, yo, and on top of that,
Moving
hey,
on.
yo,
It
Mel,
was the tater salad.
Mel, real quick, did you come up with a decision?
Mel was
Hold on, wait,
the
Joe.
first DoorDash.
Mel, did you come up with a decision so we could talk about what we saw over the weekend, or we should just man, we'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
Because remember when Joe called you?
Yeah, no,
on the
it's
phone?
all. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Corey, I think
trying
we
to-
got to put that mac and cheese. I preheated.
Mel, you was trying to get to. Mel, look at me. You was trying to get to the bag.
Damn.
Racks on racks
yeah,
on racks.
Yeah, the bag I ain't
How
ever
come-
gonna
how-
fucking share.
Can I add, but and this is for everybody. How come when y'all do certain shit outside of here, we can't talk about it?
You can, but it's the way you do.
We totally can.
It's the way you do. And like if you talk about it regular, like you don't hold no punches. Hey, I saw that bullshit you did, boy. Looking fuck like you gotta hold punches with your friends because when it takes when you're on such a big broadcast and you're doing your own thing, coming from you who hired us, you want to hear positivity, positivity
highlighter.
Not just that, yo.
And we want to hear some praises.
Nah, fuck
and
all that.
Wait, hold on, let me finish, nigga. Before you take it further, we do like when you give praises, but when you not on that praise shit, it's a sting.
It ain't even about the sting. It's just a lot of motherfuckers hang on your every word.
That's what Chef Freeze.
So, like you called it negativity highlighter at one point.
Yeah.
Even though that was a thing about that, a specific instance. But you coming out trashing something that somebody out here is working on could lead to a lot of shit.
It's facts.
The same way you coming out, whether you not, if you don't say nothing and they just do what they do, fine. You coming out praising something that somebody working on could lead to a lot of shit on
It's
the other
facts.
side.
You guys,
Your voice is dumb powerful.
You guys, bear with me for a second. Work with me.
Yes, sir.
I feel like we've had that talk before.
We have.
I received the message there.
You have.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying if somebody outside of here do something that would indeed be classified as nutty,
we should be able to talk about it.
I'm not talking about me creating a narrative off of something positive. We did.
No.
If I go outside, if I
that's
go
not
leave,
what I meant neither.
If I go leave here and bug out,
yeah,
and then I come back in here, I'm supposed to act like business as usual, nothing happened. Y'all like, yo,
like
dog.
my sleepwalking shit. I did not expect to come back to work and it not be mentioned.
Right.
Even though that was beyond my control.
Yeah.
More or less.
I mean, you led by example with that. Yeah. I mean, you. We should.
But wouldn't that be stupid to come to work in this workplace with the people in this workplace and say,
"Yo, don't talk about that.
Yo, don't talk about me sleepwalking, y'all."
And the sleepwalking didn't go public.
Well, I talked about it before and it never went public. I talked about sleeping in a bed with somebody.
No,
the
I'm
most
saying,
embarrassing
but-
thing in the universe.
No, this particular situation
If the
and how it
sleepwalking
unfolded.
didn't go public, then none of us would have mentioned that. You get what I'm saying?
Well, how would you
But
know? Unless you was in the hallway.
It might have been something that we
We could have found
privy
out
to.
internally.
Yeah.
Like, let's say hypothetically, you were going through that internally, and the world didn't know about it. It never got
Okay, how about
broadcast
let's
to
try
the
this a
world.
different way.
Gotcha.
When Mel hit publish,
Yeah, I'm about to say that don't apply
did
to that.
she expect
because she put it public
for nobody to say nothing? That's my question.
Yes.
For the second time.
Yes.
Man, that shit has so
Hey!
Okay,
so
that's
many
it.
views.
I'm done.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. I
No,
have
it
no idea.
doesn't. Listen,
I have no
listen,
idea what
Linda.
we're talking
Don't.
about.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Moving
Keep it
right
moving.
along.
That's right, moving right along.
Yo, really? We gonna do this?
Yes.
I really don't know.
Did you end the sale?
It's fine. Yes. It's fine.
But what made you? Wait,
Oh
all right,
my
really-
God!
Look at me. Look at me. As your
Jesus.
brother.
I
What
think it's
made
a good thing
you-
to talk
hold
about.
on.
I think it's good to put it on the table
Yes,
too.
Corey.
So many audience cares
Yes,
about
Corey.
it.
telling you to
Please put.
put it in there.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I got to take a
What
break.
made you post that, man?
Let's.
You go to the kitchen. We're going to talk about your back.
We'll discuss it.
She put the half ball. That shit was $3.
I didn't.
She said half off. Girl, you wasn't making 10. It wasn't 20. That shit was $3. $2.99.
I support creators creating
I thought that
their
was
own
fire.
prices.
I'm about to say.
I'm not familiar with the
I
story.
support creators.
We just had the
creating their own
conversation
prices.
about how do you
I agree,
price
dog.
it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
I agree with
indeed.
that.
Shout out to Big Mel.
I'm not familiar with the story, but whatever she's doing, I support it.
That's right.
Fully.
Yo, Mark.
Be careful.
Extremely careful.
As a content creator, I support it.
Be
I'm
careful.
saying. Yeah. Tricky. So, Mel, can you break it down for us, just because I'm not familiar with the
She
story.
doesn't want to. We're going to move on. Okay.
Oh, if you don't want to talk about it, okay.
What is our next order of business? Mel is the greatest.
Let me set a timer.
Yo, can y'all?
Our next order of business is the mac and cheese that she's cooking.
Did you put it in the oven?
I put it in the.
You ain't preheat?
The oven was preheated.
She about to put time on.
How long do you cook it for?
Mel put the cheese on the bottom of the pan. Mel,
Excuse me?
It was no. I just do a. I do a light.
Mel puts cheese on the bottom of the pan.
I do a light dusting.
How
light
she put
dusting.
cheese
How
on
long?
the bottom of the
How
pan.
long does it cook for?
It's cooking for like 35 minutes, but I have to get up in order to take the foil off in order to crisp the top.
That's a convection oven? All right, never mind. This shit about to be super.
The answer is no. That's just a regular oven.
That's convection.
Do you normally make it in a regular oven?
That expensive ass oven better be convection.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
ain't no bullshit over there.
Nah,
I may taste the mac and cheese just to see. Just
There we go. All right.
Flip, will you taste it too?
No, I'm lactose intolerant.
Okay.
He's such a liar.
Come on, Flip. Let's just one bite. Pause.
All right. Oh,
Whoa,
shit.
yo.
And this is what happens.
You'll be wilding
when
off that
y'all
Ciroc.
deviate
You know what?
from
You
the white
yo,
That Diddy shit.
when you on that Ciroc, look at you, nigga.
I just asked
You
the
talk
question.
popping champagne. You get a little different, nigga. You put your whole body in the seat. You good?
Dog, I'm great. I just asked the question, man. Can we move on?
Yes.
Speaking of Diddy, there's been a lot of Kid Cudi talk.
Yes, sir.
There's a serious part and a not so serious part, but I guess the first part is the actual case. Puff's lawyers want the Kid Cudi testimony taken out. And as somebody who is appalled by Diddy and appalled by this whole story, I feel bad, but they right.
They wrong.
They're wrong.
What's it based on?
What?
You think Diddy's lawyers are wrong?
Yes. I
Tell
think
me
Diddy
why.
go, I think
Why do
in the
they want to
moment-
wait? Hold on. Why do they want to remove?
Okay, they want Kid Cudi's testimony removed because they said it's all speculation.
True.
Okay.
He didn't actually witness anything. How do you know Puff came in your house and opened your gifts, locked the dog up? How do you know he was the one behind whatever happened to your car?
Some diabolical
Like you
shit.
didn't see him, you have no proof it's him.
This
True.
is exactly
So-
what his team said.
Okay.
Kid Cudi,
Glasses on.
right, I know. Kid Cudi's speculation about Combs' involvement had minimal probative value, whereas the danger of unfair prejudice, particularly since he was opening about ultimate issue as to which he was the alleged victim, whether Combs was guilty of arson or one of the charged racketeering acts, was great.
I think the point is, during testimony, object to this shit.
Exactly. I've been in the court where
I didn't
it's
see no
hearsay,
objections.
speculation, objection, and they'll beat that whole fucking argument up. Basically,
Kill him on the cross.
Yo, they allowed pictures to be shown of a car that got burnt up to influence the jury. Motherfucker, who burnt your car up? Prove that I burnt your car up.
And in the in Cudi's testimony, he says he met with Puff at some
Soho House.
Soho House. He met with Puff there. They had a conversation, and he was like, "Yo, but about my car." Puff's response was, "What car?"
Yeah.
So even if I'm the lawyer, yo, my client didn't even know what the fuck you was talking about.
But
Even
then
when you talked to him, he didn't know.
But then a couple of years ago, he stated that him and Puff ran into each other again, and
Sorry for
Puff
all that shit.
and Puff was remorseful.
Just said I'm sorry for all that shit.
Yes.
He
Yo,
was
dog,
fucking my
that
girl.
is hearsay.
Yeah, like dog.
It's not hearsay, but I get your point. It has limited value.
All right.
It's not hearsay because he told him directly.
He told him directly. It's not hearsay. But when you saying, yo, he came in my house and did this to my car. What? I mean, he
cameras.
unwrapped my gifts. He turned my alarm
sorry.
off.
I know I shouldn't find
put
that funny.
my dog in the bathroom. You can't prove Puff did none of that shit or even ordered it done. Maybe behind closed doors, we might think that he did, but you can't prove that.
Yeah, knowing and proving it is two different
It's
things.
two totally different things, and you influence the jury and you influence the public by saying I did all these things.
But that's why I'm saying Diddy's lawyers are right.
They're wrong.
they shouldn't have got
They
to
should
that.
have did that at the cross.
I think that's true too.
Yeah.
I think they fucked up.
Yeah.
And I think Diddy has a real argument for ineffective counsel, which might be the backdoor strategy here. No Diddy intended. But aside from the backdoor strategy,
You saying theoretically it should be exonerated. I agree with you.
Right. But I still think they have an argument that this should be thrown out because ultimately I want, whatever I think of Diddy, and I don't think much of Diddy, I still want defendants in general to be
Have fair trial.
Yeah, to have a fair trial. And somebody bringing in some shit. If Cudi had said, look, Diddy told me he burned it.
Yeah, that's different.
Then that's fine.
That's not hearsay.
But I'm like, he fucking told you what
said,
car.
I don't know what you're
I don't know what you're talking about. Which any reasonable person would say
course.
because you think they're wearing the wires.
Of course.
So I understand why Diddy would want this thrown out is all I'm saying. And I hate that it went down that way. And I believe Cudi. I believe Cudi 100%.
I'm sure a bunch of people believe that this is the truth.
Yeah, but that's not
What
how the
we
law
believe
works.
to be the truth and what you can prove is the truth are two totally different things. And I think that his lawyers and them dropped the ball
They
on that.
totally dropped the ball. But
I think that.
But the thing that I keep
You think that
thinking
could be
of,
strategy?
Maybe they're trying to prepare for ineffective counsel, some shit where like, look, there was some shit here where clearly, you know.
I mean, like
Y'all say that. I don't view that way.
What?
What do you think?
Like with the whole ineffective counsel thing, because they didn't object while Kid Cudi was up there. If you know someone I must say Kid Cudi is another star witness. All the reports I've read, that's how they reacted to him. If you noted all of his testimony, you might have a chance of taking out. Maybe you let him go. Maybe that's a strategy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
that's what I'm saying. So maybe like an appeal for ineffective counsel because like, this was so obvious something they should have objected to.
I don't understand.
Y'all saying two totally different things.
I'm not saying that happens for him to file for ineffective counsel. I'm saying if the counsel is great, maybe their strategy together is to let all of that go and have all of it stricken.
Oh, which is why I say I agree. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, and that's why I say I think they're right from making this approach. I think it's the right call.
And I agree with you that they're doing the right thing here.
Yo, let's keep it a buck though.
The jury can't unhear what they heard.
That's what I was about to say.
And that's the hard part.
The jury cannot unhear what they heard.
I heard this shit.
Right. And but the truth is, they already heard that shit before they got to court.
Yeah,
too.
but I
ain't
didn't
see the pictures of the car.
Yeah, that's true.
None of us saw the pictures of the car.
And I didn't know nothing. I knew about him blowing.
I didn't know about the gifts and the house and the
gifts
dog
and breaking in the house and all the other shit. That's more diabolical than him blowing up my car.
Yeah, that's some cold-blooded
shit.
He
broke in my house. He disarmed the alarm and put my dog in the bathroom and unwrapped my gifts.
Not to be toxic. Not to be toxic.
What are we talking about? That's way scarier than a nigga throwing a Molotov cocktail in your car.
Not to be toxic, but if my wife ever were to date somebody else, and I don't know if she hears this part of the podcast, I'd like to think
it's buried deep enough.
I'd like to, yeah, I hope so. But I'd like to, actually, I may send this to her.
Dan Marino on you?
I do this. This is the level of petty and diabolical that I aspire to be. I don't support anything Diddy has done. But I understand the idea of tracking down, particularly if she were like cheating, not so much like if we break up. If you break up, yeah, you move on with your life. But if there's just another nigga that's showing up or showing attention, yeah, I want to unwrap his gifts. His dog gonna go missing. You know what I mean? He may have a drop top that he didn't buy. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I alone in this? Flip, I know you understand. You've been married 19 more than 19 years.
17 years. Number one. Number two, you're not alone, but I'm not gonna elaborate. I learned how to edit myself, boy. I ain't gonna elaborate.
Parks, you with me too, right?
No.
I didn't even gotta ask Ice. I already know. Ice ride with me.
Yo, real quick though, how y'all feel about Thug calling Cudi a rat? Called him a rat.
What the fuck? He's a subpoenaed witness. How? How does snitch culture overlap with this when you are subpoenaed, but you have a federal fucking subpoena?
He's a civilian.
Did Kid Cudi remove himself from hip hop?
I stand with Thug on this one.
Yeah, Freeze? Did Kid Cudi?
Shut up, Mark.
What?
You're such a liar.
On my mama.
He does.
No, you don't.
How?
He stated that position from the day he walked in
All
here.
right.
It's a federal subpoena.
I don't recall.
And if you
don't gotta give the testimony.
I don't recall is what you say.
Freeze, did Kid Cudi remove himself from hip hop?
No, I can't say.
So there's rules, and there's street rules, and there's rules that you abide by.
You asking the wrong nigga over here.
I know, I'm just asking.
Hold on.
He's like, room 3B.
No. Where's the hip hop
snitch
rule
culture
book?
rules.
You know
It's
about
an
the
interesting talk here. I wish y'all would have it.
I'm trying. Where's the hip hop rule book that says?
It's not about it. It's an
you said there's rules.
It's an unspoken rule in hip hop since before Eric B and Rakim.
You're wrong.
It's an unspoken rule.
Let me let you finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, where back in the days, a lot of people. You talking about today, or what are you talking about?
We not back in the days. You
All
said
right, what
back
I'm
in the
saying
days.
is that you said, where's the rules? The unspoken
Yes.
rules. Because
Give me
back
the
in the
rules.
days, a lot of the rappers hung out with street niggas, and they
Correct.
rapped about the niggas that they were hanging out with,
Correct.
and they embodied their lifestyle.
I'm with you
right?
1,000%.
So what I'm saying is that rule, unspoken rule, trickled down to today.
Okay,
in hip hop,
can I ask
you're
you a
not
couple
supposed to
questions?
take a stand against
What
anyone.
street niggas did Kid Cudi align himself with and rap about? He didn't do none of the stuff of the people that you're talking about. He didn't come up that way.
And back in the
He's
day,
not a part of none of that.
basketball, you can only take 2 steps. Nowadays, niggas take 5 and get to the bucket. It's a whole different ballgame. I think that what you are correct. And where you come from, and where I may come from, and where Mark may come from, that don't apply to other people in hip hop. Some of these niggas didn't come from that. Some of these boys grew up in the suburbs and played with a Sanyo and learned how to make their own beats and all that other shit, and took a whole
This
different
is why
route.
I understand. Listen, this is why if they said Kelsey did that and Tory ain't snitch, I would attribute it to him following the rules of hip hop.
Can I hear Mark and Mel have the fight? Because I might be with Mel. I'm confused by your position.
You can't be. I'm consistent with this. This is what I'm saying. Cudi has every legal right to do what he did. And I don't know if I would use the word rat, because I like to reserve the word rat for people who commit crimes and then
Together, I
sell out
understand.
the person who they committed crimes
Yes.
with.
Yeah.
But I absolutely wouldn't do what Cudi did. You know what I mean? And
Which is testify.
which is
against
testify.
Puff.
I mean, the nigga opened your Christmas presents. like there's a way to handle shit like that.
But
and that's
he ain't
not it.
built to handle that.
And I don't respect that. And Thug doesn't respect that. I'm not saying he doesn't have a right to do it. And I think civilians should do civilian shit. I'm just saying, and that's why I don't love the word rat. I think I would have used a different word to describe it.
Tattletale.
But I would definitely criticize that, especially because Cudi was talking about, I want to see that nigga. I want to fight that nigga. I met up with that nigga. They had a talk about him hiding his dog and taking his Tonka truck.
I'm super shocked by your position.
That shit.
I'm not.
All
You
I
just said that's the other day.
I say it all the time. Like you got to take a lane. Again, if you're a civilian, you do civilian shit. Fine.
I feel like this podcast started with him expressing how happy he was that some of the covert behavior is coming to the limelight. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't think all covert behavior needs to be handled through the criminal legal system. I think there's a way to handle.
So would it be okay for Kid Cudi to try and shake down Puff? Would be fine with that part.
I was thinking of a different response to that, one that I wouldn't necessarily say
When
on
he
the
saw
podcast.
Puff in the Soho house, he could have Mary fisted him.
That's what I'm saying. You stand in front of him after saying you want to fight the nigga.
In the event that somebody doesn't want to fight the person that they may be afraid of, what do you suggest they do?
One, don't say I want to fight the nigga. And two,
I'm not holding.
Ask for a new Porsche.
And not just that, he let the shit. Yo,
At least
the
in the
shit
roof.
was 2012. He let the shit go for he let it go. He got subpoenaed. It ain't like he walked up and said, "Hey, let me tell y'all something about him."
Yeah,
they subpoenaed the nigga.
I'm not calling
from
him
what
a rat.
she said.
And I'm shocked because in your very first breath, you I don't want to say applaud the behavior from Puff toward Kid Cudi, but empathize with it and understand where that person is coming from and could maybe identify if put in a similar situation.
Yes.
So you want to be able to do all the things Puff did to Kid Cudi without the repercussion of the nigga going to jail. I mean, the nigga putting forth the action to put you in jail.
Start from the premise. Remember, you're missing an important premise here, which is I don't necessarily think jail and prison is the way to resolve our conflict.
he always said that.
So, but I don't believe there shouldn't be consequences for behavior.
Are you surprised because of Are you surprised because of Mark Lamont? Because you would understand what we're saying.
Of course he
would.
would.
You surprised
Joe's
because
done the same shit.
Are you surprised because it's Mark Lamont Hill? Is that what I'm saying? I'm surprised that a man of your stature.
Because I'm just hearing different
conflicting views.
And I'm saying it's consistent.
Got it.
If you really hear what I'm saying, it's consistent. I don't believe in jail and prison. I believe in accountability. Shit got to come from somewhere.
Question.
But it should only come from women.
I'm not opposed to yourself.
Oh, I see.
I'm saying men, women, whoever. I'm saying
No, you're not saying.
there's no woman involved in this.
Okay, I'm not doing this with you.
Indirectly.
No, I think you're missing my point. I'm saying
Indirectly.
I'm saying if somebody blew your fucking car up, you would not call the police. You'd go fuck them up.
I don't know that to be true.
No,
Mark.
he won't.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know that to be true.
If you did, all right, that's fair. If you did, I would not fault you for that.
What if it's someone you can't fuck up?
Then don't
Or
say
what
I
if
want to
fuck-
fuck them up.
Yo,
What
niggas
if you
say that every
spoke
day about
emotionally
niggas they
and then
can't fuck
fucking-
up?
Yeah.
But to me, that's a contradiction that I'm pointing out. If a civilian does civilian shit, I'm okay with it. I'm a civilian. If I wouldn't call the police, but if I did, I don't think it's wrong to call the police. I'm not saying that's what I said. He's not a rat. He didn't do rat shit. This is civilian shit.
What's the remedy if someone does some shit to you and you can't fuck them up?
It
In
depends.
your system.
You just eat that, right?
I would need a specific example. It depends on what it is.
This
Kid
is-
Cudi can't fuck up Puff.
Kid Cudi can't fuck up Puff. No matter what he said to him on the phone. He quickly realized that after he said it.
No,
When
after
Puff
he
said-
said, "Yo, I'm on my way."
I'm on my way.
Look,
Oh
look,
shit!
look.
You know what? This nigga's for real.
Here's my take on the situation. Kid Cudi is a civilian here.
Yes.
He's not beholden to whatever,
Street-
rules of
street,
street
yeah.
and he does not think that way.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is the first time he's ever had to do what this is. Testify in front of open court, a federal case, having been subpoenaed. How the fuck are you supposed to know what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to say, how you're supposed to edit yourself, audit what you're saying?
Yeah.
He's just saying it all.
I still want to know the remedy.
Yeah, and I'm not ignoring that question. I'm going to circle back because now I understand what you were asking about the just women thing too. Let me be clear. I never believed that the courts and the criminal system is the best way to handle things. I understand as a practical matter that until we provide alternatives, people have to do that. So when someone steals your car or assaults you or kidnaps you or molests you, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I don't say you snitch or you fucking with the system. No, you have to use the best tools that you have in front of you. I just don't think that that's the ideal system. And that's not for just women, that's for anybody, right? Including Cudi. So again, I don't say Cudi is wrong for doing this, and I definitely wouldn't say Cudi's a rat for doing it. I think we overuse the word rat and snitch. It's just not fair. That's just not fair. What I am saying, though, is I don't play by those rules. And so I can empathize with why Thug would feel a way about somebody doing that, especially if you put the option of fucking him up on the table. Now, maybe I'm holding too much weight, and I hear y'all.
I think you are.
Maybe I'm putting too much weight on that.
He could have just said that shit in a minute.
And that might be fair. Because if you don't mention fucking him up, then and you call the police because he blew up your car, I'd still be like, damn,
maybe he Googled like height, weight, Sean Combs, and said, you know what?
No, Mark said he stands by, yo, you go to court, and you say, yo, I don't recall what happened.
Yeah, that's
I don't remember.
But I'm still wondering what the remedy is.
But Mark also...
But I would take a civil option over that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Because again, it's not, and that's not perfect for me, but at least then it fits my abolitionist principle, which is you blew up my car, you need to restore me to what I lost. As I keep saying on the show, putting somebody in a cage doesn't restore what you lost.
They got to rewrap their gifts at Neiman's?
Yeah. What about the emotional damage?
Yeah, what about the fact that, like, yo, this nigga could come in my house anytime he want? He just proved that to me. Mm-hmm.
Get
like,
a bet.
How you?
Well, you should
get an alarm.
A better one.
I was about to say get a dog, but Puff took that too.
Get a real dog.
Get a real dog.
Oh man,
he'd have struggled putting that Canet Corso.
No, that wouldn't work with Brooklyn.
Yeah, no, not at all.
At all.
Was there a reason why he said it? Like, was there a question that provoked that response?
Can we just wait before you have an intelligent conversation? Let's just highlight
Mark's immaturity.
Yes,
it's not the Ciroc.
Mark off the Ciroc.
That Diddy juice got him.
That's crazy. That was crazy. It's just the idea of somebody coming to your crib and opening your presents.
That's hilarious.
That's the motherfucker trying to send you a message. Yeah,
that's so disrespectful.
Yeah, again, that shit remind me of what
you took the time to rap him.
That remind me of what happened with NBA YoungBoy out in Texas when Jay Prince and them was trying to holler at him. He was ignoring them, playing them out, and then they went, took his keys to his Rolls Royce, took the umbrellas out just to show you, hey, we can get in here.
Right.
Like, it's just a message we send. We ain't fucking nothing up.
Huh? Getting in the car versus getting in
the car was in the garage. You got in my garage. You showing me that I could get in here.
I want to laugh too because on my nigga side, this is fucking hilarious. It's just a lot going on with celebrities being stalked.
Yeah, you want to be mindful of where you lend your laugh.
Niggas is getting a fucking whole jewelry box, the whole safe.
They
running out with the whole safe. Yeah, they killing people. Fucking again, I always go back to Lady Gaga's dog sitter. Like, yeah, I just seen it's just too much going on. They fucking tracking the athletes' away schedule and just they going crazy. So this is hilarious, but I understand how it's scary as shit.
I get that.
Well.
I get that.
And for most people that pay their fucking tax dollars,
the picture I heard about a picture that they took of y'all walking out the stadium.
Y'all walking out the stadium.
You and your girl, and y'all was. They said that y'all was hailing down or something.
Oh, the arena.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's scary, my nigga.
That's regular.
What's scary about that?
That somebody knows exactly what door you coming out.
It's a celebrity door. They all come out that door. They stand there and just video everybody that come out.
Yeah, it's a slightly different situation.
They catch anybody coming out there or going in.
Anybody.
Okay.
And if it's one thing I can count on my driver for,
being late,
is to not be
you lined up.
It's to not be right where I need him to be.
You say that shit all the time, man.
My driver don't really understand on that celebrity stuff.
No, he don't understand.
He don't understand
consequences associated with it. Yeah.
He don't understand rush.
That too. There's a few things he don't understand.
Think he picking up a corporate dude.
Yeah, he used to driving them niggas around.
Yeah, it's different.
No matter how many times he see me get my dick sucked back there, right?
He probably sees that too.
Look, they get their dick sucked too.
Yeah, they are.
They get their dick sucked too.
Touche.
Yeah.
Touche. Anywho's.
The other thing, just to close out the whole rat thing, you were saying it's basically unwritten rules and all of this. One part that a lot of street people, in particularly, don't understand is those on the other side don't really give a fuck what y'all think.
Yeah.
And
That's
I'm
not
not
true.
That,
Some.
a lot
Some,
don't.
some.
A lot
Some.
don't. A lot don't play in that world. A lot don't really care about that world. That's y'all shit.
But a lot of niggas trying to emulate that world.
Oh, absolutely.
I would put
there's a
Kid
lot
Cudi
there
on
too.
that list, though.
I wouldn't
say
put
him. No, no.
There's
No, I
people
was-
that don't have anything to do with that y'all try to hold these rules to, and it's unfair to them.
1000%. I agree.
Nothing about Kid Cudi ever said, I'm trying to be a street nigga. I care about streets. I'm anything street related.
Not even a little
Yeah,
bit.
people want to put street rules on them.
I don't even know if we got
Fair
a single bar that sounds like that.
I think though, is he a rat thing is a question that should never be commercialized. Like that question shouldn't be so mainstream.
And I
That's
think
their
that-
business.
I think that question should never be from Thug. Given everything that you've been through and how you shouldn't be, why?
Participating in the
Yeah,
conversation,
yeah,
in the
just
dialogue.
why?
Because
yeah.
he just, to Flip's point, Thug sees the world as this.
I'm talking about, I am on a ridiculous probation right now.
Mm-hmm.
They are already looking for any reason to fuck with me. I don't want to talk about nothing.
Oh,
street,
I get what you're saying.
that game, that culture.
I hear that.
I don't want to talk about none of
I
that.
hear what you're saying.
That's unwise.
It's so tempting.
I hear what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing.
Which is why I think he deleted it so fast.
What?
T's and P's.
T's and P's.
T's and
T's and P's indeed.
The trial is ongoing, so if anything else happens, we'll
Keep you
You
posted.
saw Boeing getting off scot free?
Yeah.
That shit is disgusting. Keeps
Yeah.
happening.
Word.
See what power?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody explain it.
They're not going to be able to be held liable for any of the accidents that have happened recently.
Anything.
Yeah.
And they grilling them.
Just gonna pay some money.
They,
Pay some
they,
fines.
they found them. They found evidence that they was cutting corners on certain shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the CEO was in front of a congressional hearing. He got a 40% raise, 35% raise from last year. He's at like $33 million a year, $32 million a year. And they basically saying, so you could cut corners on building your planes, but you got a 40% pay increase. I wonder why you did that. Because you lowered the bottom line by taking the shortcuts, but they ain't gonna hold them in no liability at all.
Yeah, speaking of getting off, Donald Trump's
Pause.
It's crazy. Children, all of you. Be mature like me, please. Donald Trump has been pardoning a lot of people. He pardoned a sheriff in Virginia, your home state, for who had given 75.
That is his home state.
His home
Not
state.
my home state.
He be trying to remix it when he tell his upbringing story. I was in D.C. I was in Baltimore.
Right.
You was in the Hickety
Right.
Charlottesville, nigga.
Exactly.
You was in Sticksville, Virginia, nigga.
Right.
I've
Tiki
never-
Torch,
We know where
Virginia.
you was
Right.
at. Don't try D.C. up to that.
I've never lived in Virginia in my life.
We know.
We got it, buddy.
What are you talking about?
Anyway, there was a sheriff in Virginia named Scott Jenkins who got convicted of fraud. He was literally selling sheriff's deputy badges and sheriff's deputy status to people. I think he made
How much?
Word. He made 75,000 cash. He
What was he
cleared
selling
75,000.
That's it.
A whole 70? Oh, we'd have been.
Oh, he's in a small town.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in a small town.
That's the town
How many
budget.
you got? Yo,
Give us all them.
what?
Word. So
What he was selling them for? $250 and some Snickers?
I don't know.
That's what I wanna know. What was
but
they
he got
going for?
convicted is the point, and they found a whole pattern of corruption in the department. He was convicted. Trump pardoned him. 2 days ago, Donald Trump pardoned a tax cheat, somebody who had literally had a tax fraud conviction because he attended, or his mother attended, $1 million plate dinner. So Trump is very clearly saying if you pay, you're good. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because there's a lot of talk that George Floyd's killer,
Chauvin.
Derek Chauvin,
Is on
is
the
going
list.
to be next on the list to be
They're
pardoned.
fighting for him to be.
It's a
But
strong.
that ain't going to affect the state case, though, is it?
It's not, but I'm wondering about just symbolically what it looks like. If they forget, I mean, does the country catch on fire again? Do niggas get mad, or are we at a point where we're over and we just accepted that the world is on
I
fire?
think they would do that if he were to, in some way, be released. But because he still got them 22 years?
Yeah.
State?
You got crazy state time.
Yeah, he got crazy state time. So I think when people realize that, it's like, okay, you did some fuck shit, but you ain't let him out.
Right.
You can't let him out.
The other fear is that if
And the governor out there ain't
this governor,
yeah.
if you're doing 22,
Yeah.
you'll wait 3.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times the Fed thing is the thing you're most worried about. Like, I can't get the president to do it. You can get a governor to do just about anything. So I'm just saying, this country might be on fire again soon. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a whole lot of protests for this because of all this pay-to-play stuff. It's gonna let a lot of guilty people out.
That nigga said, "Yo, he giving away. You want to come in the country? $5 million."
Nigga, they getting ready to do that show that we've been talking about. The show with the immigrants.
Yeah.
To you got to be able to see who can last in order to get their citizenship. You know what I mean?
A few things while we're on this Law and Order segment. How do you guys feel about the decision to try Carmelo Anthony as an adult?
I hate it.
I don't like it.
Carmelo Anthony is the young man that killed that white boy over there in Texas.
And he's how old again?
He a minor.
He's
a minor. He's a minor.
So why would he be being tried as an adult?
You know, a lot of times they
do that.
Yeah, they do that so often when there's a brutal murder. They say this is so heinous that we're going to try this person as an adult, which I never agree with for all the reasons. I'm not even convinced you should try somebody as an adult at 18.
He's 18, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm saying at 18 you have an option, but I'm saying we know how the frontal cortex works. We know the brain isn't developed for another 8 years. I mean, to try somebody at even 18 to me is sketchy. So I think that's another potential powder keg.
I was about to. That's why I thought of it. I could see America turning upside down just with some of this legal shit coming up. I also wanted to go ahead.
I wanted to have a conversation with Mark Joe, but I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, it's just more law shit.
Yeah, I want to talk to him about law
ahead,
and his stance. Mark, do you think that you're sort of giving the wrong message when you say that you're not for? Oh, okay.
No,
you're not for. I know we talked about this before, but the more you elaborate on it, the more it gets confusing. So people like me and other people, we look up to you for advice and for you to take
or look down to you for advice.
Yeah, whatever. Or we expect you to take a higher road and just preach things that can help the society move forward.
Yeah.
But then when you say that I don't believe in prison, I don't believe in jail, I believe that there's other ways that you handle things, the other way would be, to me, if you explain it to me, it would be violence. So then you'll still be promoting black on black violence, even if that may not be a thing to you, or violence in the neighborhood that can also keep us stagnant. If you understand what I'm saying.
I feel that. I think that position presumes that there's only one solution, and that's violence. And I'm saying that there are other ways to resolve issues. When I talk about abolition, the first thing I say is it's a long-term strategy. It's a long-term vision. It's about decarceration, getting people out of prison, but it's also about excarceration, stopping things from having people go into prison. For example, most people who are in prison aren't there for violence. They're not there for child molestation. They're not there for rape. They're not there for stalking, right? Most people are there for crimes of poverty, for crimes of, So for me, the first thing I would do is I'd say, well, why are we locking people up for gambling? Why are we locking people up for prostitution? Do we really want prostitution to be illegal? Do we really, you know what I mean? Do we really want simple possession of these drugs to be illegal? I can name a bunch of things that we probably could all agree shouldn't be illegal in the first place. So I'm trying to stop people from going in. I'm also trying to get people out. Locking people up for certain crimes to me, as opposed to work release, as opposed to suspended sentences, as opposed to community service. There are things we could do to get people out. I'm not saying resolve our problems. I'm not saying like somebody steals your TV, punch them in the face.
Okay.
Although that might be my natural inclination. I don't want to make law based on my natural inclination. I would say if somebody steals my TV, how can they make me whole again?
But you're not making it clear that there should be consequences. You're basically like putting a Band-Aid over open wounds when you say, okay, just if somebody do something, there should be consenceuses for your actions.
And where's the deterrent to somebody else who's stealing your TV?
So
because that for a couple folk, hey, I ain't gonna go. I'm not gonna break in that house because if we get caught, I know I might have to go sit up and do X, Y, Z.
I think that's the right question. I think both of your questions are the right question. I think first, the thing that stops people from, I don't just want to stop people from stealing TVs. I want to eliminate the desire to steal my TV. What makes people not steal my TV? Jobs usually.
Okay, I see.
Opportunity, access.
So you want to go to the core.
We gotta get at the root.
Got it.
You know what I mean? And to me, those are the types of things. Now again, some niggas just want to steal TVs. Some people just want to commit assault. Some people just want to do harm even when they're not poor or desperate. So I'm not pretending that the world can all be fixed through social programs. But most of it can be. Usually when you get...
A lot of it.
You know what I mean? When you get rid of people...
I don't know about most.
Yeah. I don't even say a lot. I'll take that.
But he just said a story the other day where somebody went through all the resources, went through all the social program, and came outside and did a crime.
All this stemmed from a very rich man doing some fucking crazy, heinous, and / petty shit.
Right. So one could argue that we should rein in their wealth.
Oh, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, which that's what I'm saying. All my stuff is connecting here. I'm saying
Okay,
that
I'm seeing what you're saying.
all these, even if people don't agree, they connect, right? So I'm not saying people should be reckless out here. I'm halfway joking with the thug shit, but in general, even if I would do it, or you might do it, or whoever might do it, but at the end of the day, I'm saying we got to change how things operate, so that our only options are be mad or lock somebody up. Those can't be the only, or fuck somebody up. Those can't be the only choices. We got to come up with better choices, and that's a whole different vision of the world. And we got to do step by step. But in the meantime, all we got is all we got. So that's why I say I don't get mad when people call the police when somebody stole their TV or their car, because who else you gonna call? But I hate the fact that if somebody steals my TV or my car, the only person I can call is somebody with a gun, as opposed to somebody who can actually solve this problem for me. We got to change the way the world is laid out. That's all. That's all for me.
Man, you guys are like a palate cleanser with these talks.
I wasn't expecting.
Y'all, come on, man, give it up.
I just hate this nigga. I just hate, and the more I work here, the more I hate this nigga. I didn't expect that, but I like him more.
My last Law and Order question for you guys: the escaped 11. How do we feel about the grandparents and some of the people that are being charged with aiding and abetting a criminal for helping their kids?
I don't like it, but I get it.
Yeah,
it is. You know me. The law is the law, so I do understand it.
If you escape, would you put your grandmother in that position?
You already know.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, absolutely. And grandma gonna come through too.
Granny got to go hold it down.
I wouldn't want Granny to go to prison.
I wouldn't want her to go to jail.
That's
well, then you contradicted what I just asked.
I'm just saying.
Are y'all calling grandma for help when you get out?
They say both.
Yes, right?
They say I'm calling grandma even if she go to jail.
No, what we're saying is even that person didn't think that grandma was going to go to jail over it. I'm not sure if he knew grandma would go to jail for a fact that he would put her in that place.
If you knew, would you still call her?
You think the guy that escaped don't know that the people that help him is probably going?
A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that. No, a lot of people don't know that. They don't. A lot of people don't know that.
I don't know. I don't know prison jail rules. So I don't know.
Harboring a fugitive, aiding and abetting.
Yeah, that's the basic one.
Like those aren't. That's not the white collar crimes. I think that niggas be selfish and they in survival mode.
Was there any plausible deniability here that he was like, "Hey, I got out," and she was like, "Oh, baby, you're home," and she didn't know that he escaped?
And the old people watch Channel 12 News religiously, and they see
plausible deniability. My TV was stolen. You know what I'm saying?
All right, put your hands behind your back, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plausible deniability.
While you put your hands behind your back.
We're gonna deny. You know we're gonna deny, Nana? Your bell.
And you know what else too? Because my grandmother said this quite a few times. Like some of them old folks think they ain't gonna get into trouble.
Yeah.
They
think like I'm old. They ain't going. If they come to me or whatever, if I have a problem because of this, it's gonna be something light. They don't think they're going to jail over that. My grandmother said quite a few things, and we like, Mom, they gonna lock your ass up. Boy, I'm 83. They ain't gonna. They will take your 83.
About me. Yeah.
Put the gun back.
All right, that's it for my Law and Order segment. I don't have any other questions about stories that may depress each and every one of us. I'm done.
They down to 2.
And listen, as far as predictions, I'm about 4 for 4, 5 for 5 with some of the shit that's been going on this year, but I can't say it yet. I predicted that Studface would be the last one.
A lot of people say,
a lot of people like Studface.
That he was the one of the ones that like orchestrated the whole shit.
See, I don't know. I didn't read that.
I read that
Studface.
Yeah, he had a plan.
And I read something that contradicted whatever I reported last week about his murders being revenge murder for the cop that killed his grandmother. I don't know what's true and what's not true. Okay. I just know that the dude that looked like a stud in the face,
that was the favorite.
A lot of people had him picked as the favorite to last. Some of these niggas didn't make it out of New Orleans.
They had no plan.
Listen, a video just dropped with one of the
You
two.
can tell who ain't had no grandma to help.
A video just dropped with one of the two.
Who wasn't getting no money on the street.
A nigga just did a video that he just dropped a video. I don't know if antagonizing them, but just like dropped a social media video. One of the niggas that's currently out right now.
Yeah. Yo, in the pool?
Yeah.
When he jumped in the pool, so I ain't been swimming in 19 years.
Yeah.
He had fresh braids.
Yeah, he just...
Don't worry, he next. That's how we know Studface gonna win. Because the other nigga doing shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Studface, you ain't heard a word.
Not a peep.
And let me stop calling him that in case he in Jersey.
Hey, Joe.
Nigga might have caught a Greyhound. Might have caught a Greyhound.
Heard that
so
shit
I'm
you
chilling.
said?
I just don't know his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
Stud face.
All right, what else? What else? What else is
That's
there?
his name from now on.
Important, unimportant, unless he's in front of me. What else needs our undivided attention? Like that helps anything ever.
Did any of y'all watch the AMAs?
No.
Do we not care about the AMA? Is that just an award show we don't give a fuck about?
Facts.
I don't.
They don't even announce when it's coming
Since
or
when?
anything like that. At least not in my
Since Michael Jackson
algorithms.
went crazy.
All right, fine.
Michael
Did
Jackson had all-
anybody here catch any of them Beyonce shows?
I'm going tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
My girl went.
She's been on
I
a
should say.
tear.
My girl
Yeah.
went.
Like 5 or 6 fucking shows over
How
there.
long was the show? Do you remember?
No.
Yeah, okay.
You trying to brace yourself?
Yes. I'm trying to figure out how much I got to.
I heard it was lengthy. Pause.
Yeah.
I heard that.
They went. She didn't get back home madly. I don't know.
Okay.
But she said it was dope.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know, when
Hold on,
they
Ish,
get
hold
girl
on,
get
hold
home,
on,
it's
Ish, hold on.
late.
Hold on, Ish. Okay. No, your confidence is up there, my nigga. Did you got her location on your Samsung? You just know that she went there directly? I just want to make sure, 'cause I know confident niggas, you just too confident for that, nigga. I'll be worried. You was worried.
About what?
Who did she go with? Dolo?
No, one of my homegirls.
Oh, okay. Had a watch. Had a watch. Okay, Ish. Yeah.
Smart man.
I thought you fell off for a minute.
Smart man.
Yeah. I thought
You did the right thing, like
you
Spike.
did it.
You did the right
You a
thing.
smart nigga. I thought you fell off, nigga. But you
was-
back with the jump off?
You was getting updates all night.
Yeah, what she doing right now?
Yeah, she just went to the concession stand. I walked with her. They was harassing her, but now she was respectful.
She held it down.
She held you down. You know what I mean? She said she had a man, her
I
boyfriend.
wish I would.
Ish, we all, not all like that, but you have to worry about if your girl is outside.
You get.
It don't necessarily about men.
on your girl.
No, not necessarily. But if you putting your homegirl with your girl,
I didn't do that. That was their own thing.
Just happened to happen.
Just
happened to happen.
happened.
Hey, you know what? She free tonight.
Hit it off.
Hey, thank
Not
God.
doing me.
you smart niggas. I
Thank
forgot.
God, man.
You can take the hustle. You can take the nigga out the hustle, but you can't take the hustle out the nigga.
So stupid.
That
dog.
nigga scram fam.
The last thing on my mind, bro. You stupid.
Crazy.
He couldn't knock if he bucked though.
Who?
Like if the homegirl wasn't there. What he was gonna do?
Nothing.
Crazy.
That's what I'm saying. She came in when the fuck she came
That
in.
nigga Ish would do 90.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna be over there on your side of the bed. She gonna
Never.
scoot in, smack
It's
him
gonna
on the
be-
ass.
Baby sleep right here.
Smack him on it. Bow!
Ish gonna put the baby
Yeah.
to sleep and sit right on the porch like
Ish
the white
in
power
there.
he got in him.
Ish in-
White power
On the porch though.
He gonna do his legs like this.
Ish in there snoring up a storm. She put the blanket over. Look at my baby cold. Look at my baby. I forgot to put the blanket
That's
over
what
her,
it
man.
was.
Look
No
at her.
doubt.
But you gotta understand,
When she coming at 4:30, nigga.
our brother's
4:30
maniacal.
crazy.
Our brother, you know, he always got a plan. So he was like, yo, you came in 4:30, so now I can be out till 6:30.
Look, my
Like,
baby. Damn, my baby left the TV on again. Look at my baby was watching fucking Martin reruns.
Forehead kiss.
Oh yeah,
Forehead kiss.
He's so cute, man. Let me get in
doubt.
bed.
No doubt.
Let me shower first, though. Let me get in the shower
The
first.
telltale. That's the telltale.
Yo, you was in the shower?
Yo,
You smell like Dove.
Yo, you mad sleepy, but you got in the shower first?
Niggas girl can't walk in after a long night out and take a shower.
Yo, that's crazy.
You can't do that.
No.
That you can't do.
What?
Sorry, buddy.
No.
Sorry.
What's the time, Joe? Like, what's the time for you? Like,
Oh, I get shocked when she out.
okay.
I get shocked when she leave the house. Oh shit! You done found something to do, ain't you? All right. Wait till you get to Jersey.
So when you get the app. You get the app.
Joe is an idiot.
Forgot my password.
You got some new friends?
Forgot my password.
You're also stupid.
To the tracking
but
app.
she was showing me that on her car, niggas buy car. Well, let me not speak for niggas. I buy cars and just be happy that the car drive. She buy cars and take advantage of all
the
packages
functionality.
that come with
Feature.
So she pull up some shit that say Journey.
And you can
Journey tell freeze.
Yo, he the one.
Yo,
He the one.
Freeze.
He's the one.
Wait, no, Freeze has never been that case. But anyway, she pulled some shit up called Journey
To show you where she went.
You could see everywhere that the car went. What?
And you feel good.
No, because I'm never going to do that. I'm not going to use none of the capabilities that come with none of that.
No, but she showed you.
If
Like
the smart toilet got a speaker, I don't know. I'm just listening to bird shit.
I ain't gonna hold you. It took me 2 years to figure out how to open the back moonroof. My shit got 2 roofs. The second one off. That's what I'm saying.
Know what I'm saying? If she come to you,
Ben's give you a little app. I don't know how to do none of that shit.
I love the little Ben's.
None of that
Freeze,
shit.
you know how to use the Journey app?
I don't have it for my vehicles.
That's not what I asked you.
Yes.
So you do know how to use that Journey app. Your Freeze don't play with his.
No.
We didn't say nothing.
But don't insinuate nothing either.
Freeze is not the one.
Don't insinuate nothing
Or
either.
the two, nigga.
No.
Not at all, nigga.
Take
We
that
pull
take it over there.
Hey, yo, girl, where you was at? You was at? Where you was at?
So
you know what Freeze is like?
You get your nails done down there, huh?
Who that?
Who that?
You was in Patterson, huh? Who the fuck you know?
Yeah, what you doing in Patterson, girl?
Freeze.
So anyway, hopefully I answered your question, Mark. When my girl move up here, I'm on my Freeze shit.
What is the free shit?
It's time to freeze. What's the free shit?
That's why
Freeze. It's the free shit.
No.
Listen, I'm down.
No, I'm not down.
All right, well, I'm gonna be on what we assume to be free shit.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna be on that.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't do
You can assume it.
I got a real
That's that sour
funny.
cream
I got a
butter.
funny story. I'm saving for Power Wives. It's so funny. It's
I got
funny.
2.
How crazy is
It's
it?
funny.
No, we got 2.
I ain't get to have the beef about it to my girl's face. We was too busy beefing about all the beef she had racked up with me. So
We was talking
and
about the other day.
Then by the time we finished with all of her beefs, I was too exhausted
to get to yours.
to say what the fuck I had a problem with. So now my shit just in the tuck chilling somewhere, and now we great. So
You can't bring it up now.
Exact opposite.
wait, tell me.
Because when we talked about that whole situation up there, she was like, "Oh, see, I had some shit I could have got off, but I forgot because I was busy defending this." But next time,
You gotta have a
Hey, yo,
she was like, "But next time, though," I was like, "No, we ain't gotta do all that. We good now."
Yeah, no, I got
Freeze.
one that's where he Power Wives.
If you get free, because I'm about to ask Joe this, if you getting checked on something, right, and you have to explain, do you end up? Are you a one that tune out? Do you tune her out and just let her talk, or do you address every single thing she's saying? Like, say if the argument going for an hour.
You mean, does he actively listen while she's talking?
Yeah. I'm just asking. Nah, because
That was a good reframing right there.
Nah,
It's just something totally
hey, girl,
different.
you got no relationship. Don't make no face at me like
I'm
that.
just saying.
Girl, who actively listen to you?
Oh,
What's up,
shit.
Daisy?
I said Daisy.
Daisy tuned you up. No,
She tunes me out, yes.
because when I asked that, because even
Nah, I
when
don't tune out though.
even when I watch Joe, right? Joe, he addresses a lot of things, so I want to know if he does that. Does he tie himself out, or does he has like, I'm gonna address this, I'm gonna address that. If she's accused you of something, like say if Sade come to you with 5 things, are you addressing all 5, or at one point do you be like, man, I'm done with this
I'm
conversation?
addressing anything that my girl got a problem
There we
with
go.
and want to discuss. See, but I don't call that addressing shit. I got a whole list that I keep in the tuck that don't never get addressed. But so I respond. I respond to
Got you.
whatever the beats are. But
Y'all don't get tired out, nigga. Ladies can argue for hours, boy.
You'll know when I'm tired because I'll start agreeing.
Oh,
You'll know exactly when
know what? Yeah,
I've
you
checked
right.
out.
You
You
right.
know what? I understand.
Yeah.
Totally right.
You know what come with that though? Well, now you just agreeing to shut me up. Well,
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And them.
Yeah. She gonna know
but
how.
you can't say it though.
She gonna know where I stand on the matter when I do it again in a few weeks. She gonna know that I didn't fully.
I
didn't really agree with her.
Hey, look, listen.
Her troubleshooting method.
hey, yo, Free, listen, the other day when Sade was here, right?
What's wrong with him?
The other day when Sade was here, we was talking, nigga. And Joe was just talking. He would look that direction. Joe would look that direction like this. If I could just be in that nigga mind for a minute, now he would just look the direction and be like, yo, he was every time he would say
I
what he
caught
said.
myself going overboard, and
Exactly.
I'm going overboard.
I thought that
while
was
she's
fire.
sitting there. So that's my check and balance.
Yeah, I love that.
Let me look over. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
I said
do the
a lot.
same thing.
I said a lot.
I
and
do the
did
same
a
thing with
lot.
my wife.
But she understands that.
Nonverbal communication. Y'all know it.
In the name of content, she let me get my
gonna-
shit
you gonna
off.
go a little
She'll let
further.
me get my shit
You
off.
get a
Same
little
thing with
leeway.
Linky, I do.
I
I give her that look.
I don't do
Now, if I want to go overboard, I just stare at her, nigga, like, and still say it. Like, yeah, but it's better to just chill.
That's why it's funny now. Listen, I wrote down here, fucking stepdad love is different from real dad love.
Oh man,
I wrote it.
just had. Keno, you got streamer university over there too.
I wasn't going to touch on nothing from the topic because it's just funny and ignorant. But like, I really enjoyed. We did the football camp shit.
Yeah.
And he was having a blast up here, like just on some New York shit. Let's run around. I want to see the pod. I want to.
He was dope.
He
was dope.
He having a blast, and I'm having a blast. But it's stepdad blast, which means at some point.
You got to get the fuck.
Yo, Joe, don't do it.
Pass the baton.
Like what?
You ain't got to go home.
Listen.
Joe, don't do it.
Say it.
I love you. I'm also the dude that folds mom up. Mm-hmm. Like, you. Never mind.
That's the conversation you can't actually have.
You can't.
Yeah, you stupid motherfucker. No, you
ain't
did
wrong,
not.
Yo. Hey, real dad might not think about nothing like that.
Right.
Stepdad, though, at the end of the shift. All right,
I got something to do now.
All right,
Punish your mom.
That is so immature, right? But whatever. I don't care. Shout out to stepkids.
Shouts to him.
I also had another question I wanted to ask y'all.
What's up?
Because I've been
This nigga's nuts.
No,
I
he
got
not.
a real.
Go ahead, Joe.
Well, I'm nuts and I'm right. I got a real good homegirl. I got a real good homegirl. One of my good platonic homegirls. And recently she made a relationship Instagram.
Like a couple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, before she made it, you know, you could see your good girlfriend kind of going off the deep end. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing. They super in love. Well, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, of course. That's the visual output.
So I hit her. I said, not the relationship IGA girl, killer. You know, I'm a phony bitch. And then she said, and TikTok. And I tapped my girl. I said, they got a TikTok too. So my question to y'all is, what do you do when you see your good friend start a relationship Instagram and TikTok page at the same time?
Exactly what you just did. I laugh about it
Just
with my
support.
girl.
Yep.
So mind your fucking business. And wait for it to end.
That's it. That nigga set the timer.
You know that. Wait for her to
Girl,
start
you
posting
got
inspirational
Keen-
quotes in about 3 months.
Coach Keno.
You got Keno over there taking care of your food. Girl.
He got
shit.
streamer
No, you did.
university.
Oh,
That's why you
I
here.
just said Yo,
that.
Melissa Ford.
Keno, no.
I just said that.
No.
I just said
And
that.
Mel, no. What are you doing?
They've been doing that shit for the last hour. When
I'm-
we was talking and she got up, he was giving tips and shit.
No, he was not.
I was watching.
Mel.
Listen, look.
Mel, you are a piece of shit.
Whoa.
No, for real, because when you gonna stop?
No, listen, we have a whole plan going on over there, right?
How
Yes.
is it a week then? You cook.
Just now.
The plan is you cook.
It's been cooking. He's watching. It's on broil right now,
And I
just
ain't
to
gonna lie,
crisp
you gotta
the
open
top.
this door. I can smell when you're gonna have to open the door too.
No,
Open that door,
and
seriously.
don't lie. It smells good in here.
You're gonna have to open that door. Is what I'm saying.
Why?
Because it's about to get smoky up in here.
It's not gonna be smoky.
Yes, it is.
It's
We've
definitely
cooked
about to
things
be
here
You
smoky.
cooked before?
Yeah, before.
Oh shit.
In here.
I'll be
No, I
fucking
have
with
not
Mel,
cooked
yo.
in here.
It's fine. We'll get to it.
What? Okay.
It's done.
Thank you.
See, these are all.
Can we see how that shit looks?
Can we taste it on air?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cut a little piece
Let
so we
it
can
cool.
taste it on air.
Let it just sit for a second.
No, we ain't gotta let it sit.
Let it sit for a second. It's hot as shit.
Are there any while Keno prepares Mel's mac and cheese for us to try on air?
That's crazy, Mel. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo, for the last hour,
I was wondering what y'all was
he was
talking
giving
about.
tips and shit.
I
He
just
said
said
all
the niggas giving streamer university to Mel.
that's what you was saying.
Yes.
Listen, I
You put a
just.
little seasoning.
Listen.
Wait,
I'm not,
he seasoned it?
I saw him pulling something out of his pocket. I
lies
don't
and
know.
treachery will
I
get
saw
you
something going
nowhere.
on over
Okay,
there.
no.
She called Keno and asked him to come over here.
I'm
No.
about to say, yeah.
Yeah,
Let her
Keno
talk.
don't
Let her
usually
talk.
be
Let her
here.
talk. Let a woman talk.
Keno has cooked in here before. Can we all acknowledge that?
No.
Sure.
Yes, he cooks.
He's cooked in here.
Yeah.
This is my first time you know that.
Keno, have you ever cooked in here?
He
says
never
no.
cooked in here.
You and your girl
Keno,
and your
Keno,
boy brought a whole
They brought food over here.
That was already cooked.
there was heating up and I've never
Joe's
used.
dad is the only one that could get pops.
Lord, I have never used this oven before.
Oh, so you
I
need
have used
advice on the
I
oven.
have
Oh, you need
used
to learn
my
how to turn the
own
oven
oven. I have never used
I would
this
get a chef
oven.
to come in.
Oh, we got it, girl.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She ain't know how to turn the oven on.
Let us not
It
hear
was
another.
So I'll get a
on.
chef to help me.
All right, but not another peep out of you till we taste this.
Hey, fine. Y'all
And-
wanted to.
Pause.
Pause
All right.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
All right,
first.
carry on.
Y'all niggas get lit early, yo. Y'all too. Yo.
Mark and Mel,
You see
right?
him, Them niggas is lit early. Y'all good?
I'm fine.
Look, she's tough.
I'm
And
just
you be
def-
following the
I'm
lead ass
just def-
nigga.
I'm just
Once
defending
Mark got away
myself.
with it, you said, let me go get myself a drink. Girl, no.
I have
be
a whole,
professional.
I have a whole nickname up here devoted to that before he got here. Thank you very much.
Say no more.
All right.
Is there anything else that needs our undivided attention?
No.
Absol has put something out.
It's more of the
It's
battle.
dense. It's good. It's dense.
I'm gonna listen to it, but I'm not rushing to the battle anymore.
Do I have to like?
You need all your brain cells.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying. It's I mean, dense. It's
I
a
like
high
Absol,
compliment.
but some of his music you have to really
love
be
that.
It's
in
complicated. It's
thinking
thoughtful.
mode.
It's great. You gotta
Alright.
sit with it.
I'm just over the battle, at least on this level of attention.
Word.
I'll catch up
I'm
to it
cool.
at some point.
If Absol responds like he did, I want to hear it. So,
Also, for the
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Locks did one of the Red Bull things, like how the shit started.
Ooh,
okay.
Curious to see that.
ooh, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
For the doc lovers out there, the Pee Wee Herman doc on Max is
Oh,
great.
it's out?
Yeah, it's great. 2 parts, both pretty lengthy. Pause, but it's really, really, really good. And I'm learning a lot about Pee Wee Herman. I didn't know. Like I didn't know that was an adult show
Yeah.
before it was a children's show. I had no idea. I was a kid.
Oh, I thought you were talking about where you got caught.
They didn't get to that part yet.
That was an adult show.
Where
That
I'm
was an
at.
adult show.
Where I'm at. No.
It was. It was.
No,
Where
he
he
was caught
I
in a
mean-
theater.
At an adult
It was an
theater.
adult
Yeah, an adult theater.
I'm talking
Showing
about
porn.
his origin being
I know,
an
I know.
adult show.
I know.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But that was funny.
No, it wasn't even really trying to be funny. It's factual because a lot of people, I think we've even maybe made jokes up here that imply that he was nasty on some
Child porn.
child porn shit or something like
Maybe
that. He
like
was
he was
jerking
jerking
off
off
at
in
a
a
jerk off
fucking- yeah.
theater, like,
That was so sad.
and he was closeted. I think like it was.
As I know something wrong with me. I'd be on the jerk offer side.
We're all on the jerk offer side here.
Yeah, with the Pee Wee.
Like
yeah.
Louis C.K. What's homeboy? The little short comedian dude. that they
Aziz.
call-
Aziz Ansari.
Aziz.
I think he was. His story was kind of like the one we spoke about earlier. Actually,
Okay.
I don't think it was a jerk off. I think it was a
No, it was
blowjob
a-
story.
Yeah, it was a
Got it, got
blowjob
it,
at the
got it.
crib after a date. Yeah.
Got it. Your man Jared Carmichael is back with a new special on HBO.
Whoa, which one?
Not reality show special.
Stand up.
No,
Oh, okay,
stand up.
I like it.
Stand up.
I like it.
special.
Stand up. Yeah, I thought
watched
stand
It's
up.
I didn't
gonna
like the
sound
show,
horrible,
but-
but I do miss when he wasn't
was
gay.
too much for me.
I missed when he was in the
The
closet.
show definitely was a lot of moments where it was too much, but there were some parts that were very dope.
And that's why I
I
know
didn't finish
when I
that
watched
show.
that show, I was like, I'm not as progressive as I think I am. That was one of the moments where I was like, the content didn't do it for me.
Yeah,
I
I
loved it.
didn't go back to it. Though.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I'm good.
I saw the
yeah, yeah.
genius in it. I just by like episode, I think I made it to like 3 episodes, and I was just like, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
But the stand up I thought was amazing.
I missed when he was in the closet, like I said.
That's so wild. Yo, y'all just let that nigga say that. It went over
They
everybody's
stepped
head.
over
Well, they
my
ain't hear
punch
it.
just
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
with
it was funny.
gibberish. But yeah, he should go back.
Did
If
you
there's
watch it?
anybody that should go back in the closet, it's him.
Did you watch it?
Lock the door.
No.
Oh, okay.
But when I went to watch the Pee Wee Herman shit, his trailer started.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
And the trailer
and they
told you
showed the
enough.
preview beforehand, and I couldn't find the remote, so I couldn't skip it fast enough. But I'm saying that to say, it seems like since he has come out, every single piece of content is about him coming out.
I get it.
And as somebody that didn't know that about him before, I just thought he did a masterful job of
Of
just
being a comic.
being a comedian.
Yeah.
Now every single thing is centered around I'm gay.
My sexuality.
This is when my dad found out I was gay. This is how it is to be gay and anti-gay, and it's just too much gay since he's been gay.
Maybe
I get what
I
you're
know
saying.
it sounds fucked up.
No, I
but
get what
I'm
you're saying.
standing in
No,
what I'm
I
saying.
get what you're saying.
But
Sound
it could be some intent to it. Like I'm playing to a certain market, maybe.
I'm sure it's all intentional.
I mean?
He ain't doing none of it by mistake.
Right. And it just
Have at it. I'm just not rushing to, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna check this new one because he's still his stand up specials have been pretty good.
Well, you a P Valley fan.
I am a P Valley fan, even though I'm done with that show too, though.
And you make cereal, pouring the milk first.
Wow.
What?
You pour the milk first, then the cereal after, nigga.
You measure out a cup perfectly?
You're free. Stop.
I saw him do it.
I don't.
I saw him do it.
You just lying. Just say I saw you could do that. I didn't even know you could
Yo,
do
look at
that.
the things that's insulting.
I guess you
Corey,
could.
you don't have to bring the laundry out here.
Yo, why is it such a big insult that you pour your milk first when you make cereal?
Because that ain't how you make cereal.
Yeah, that's bum
But
shit.
if you did that before, there's nothing wrong with it.
I ain't do that shit before.
That's Cinco de
I
Mayo
don't
shit.
care what you talking
Oh, we gonna
about.
put her on Front Street? We gonna put her right out here?
Yeah. Oh,
Fuck
yeah,
it.
man. Let's go,
Okay.
Corey.
I mean, I made it on. I prepared it on live. Fuck it. We're doing it. We're doing
Corey's
it.
still doing it like he with his bunkie.
Yeah. Corey on some jail shit.
Tell this nigga ain't served.
Look how rough he is with the joint. Look, he don't give a
He
fuck.
got the bath mat.
Okay, we're doing it.
Putting the mac and cheese on the bath mat.
Now,
is sicko.
what the?
I don't look bad.
It doesn't
though.
look bad.
Eh?
It got a little crisp to it.
I got a little crazy because I did the broiler.
My girl just texted me, how was the Mac? Let me get a little video to send to her.
I gotta say, that's
we finally
irresponsible
getting
to
this
get
mac and cheese after 3 years. So we here.
Okay, off a quick break. We all have now tried Mel's mac and cheese.
Hey Mel, why were you trying to coerce him when he kept saying no?
I wasn't trying to exert control. I just wanted to have I just wanted to get a full panel of,
I'm just playing.
of opinion.
Well, we all ate, so we go. I even tasted a small piece. One,
Thank
two,
you.
three,
That was
four.
the third time you've eaten mac and cheese in your whole life.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
I appreciate
I just don't like mac and cheese.
I
And this
appreciate
didn't change me. I'll say this. I mean, this didn't convert me, but it didn't make me feel any worse. I thought that it tasted, I could definitely taste the noodles.
That's one.
And
Check
I
one.
detected the cheese. So
Okay.
it was definitely mac and cheese.
Thank you.
And again, I haven't had a lot of mac and cheese.
You needed to get like in there.
I was up in there.
Whoa. Pause.
But
Okay.
I remember.
No.
Y'all grow up.
No.
I'm talking about mac and cheese and only mac and cheese. So,
That's a euphemism.
That's
oh, is that a mac? Oh, you know what it is. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Well, no. I tasted the dish, and I thought it needed a little bit.
Good.
I expected, again, my memory of mac and cheese might be off. I just remembered it having more seasoning.
Yes.
More, what's the word? Flavor.
So today is
WP.
So today on a Hot and Bothered,
Let's just plug everything today.
I'm doing an episode on men's heart health. So I intentionally let the cheese be the saltiness. I put salt in there, and pepper and paprika, and but yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
pretty
enjoyed
solid.
it.
It was good.
I'm a mac and cheese person.
I had low expectations going in.
I know you did.
Did they meet them?
I had. Yeah, it exceeded them. It exceeded them.
It did.
For sure.
I was ready to
It
kill it.
exceeded my expectations.
It did.
I ain't gonna hold you, Mel.
Thank you.
I was ready to kill it.
Big mouth.
Thank you.
It was good.
Thank you, guys. I am winning today.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Thank you. And you know the last time I made mac and cheese? 2016.
Yesterday.
I'm about to say.
We saw it. It's on live.
Yeah.
That's the second time I made it.
In your
In-
life.
no, not my
life.
life. No, the last time I made it was Thanksgiving
Stop.
2016.
More seasoning.
Next time we need a lot more cheese.
Yes.
Like a lot more.
If
I
you
know
saw my live, I
dislocated
was
your
like,
shoulder.
practically
I
dislocated my
saw your
shoulder.
live. Don't step on me joking about your shoulder being broke.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's the joke I'm about to make. That's why you need a nigga to get that good grading going over there.
Well, Keno
Yeah, I saw
says
you-
that I need an electric one, so
I saw you just struggling with grading the cheese. Next time, a lot more cheese and some seasonings, but overall, you exceeded my expectations.
Thank you.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mine as well.
This
Thank
tastes like when the cousin on the other side of the family that you don't really fuck with die, and you got to go to that funeral.
Nah. This feels like when like your niece or something shows up with a plate for the first time.
And
You're
she
like,
health conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
You're
one of
like,
them.
oh shit, that was pretty
Yeah.
good. Good.
When
good
your
work.
vegan niece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like the cousin that give you the speech before you eat it. Like, listen, y'all.
Okay.
I
really
did
good at
not
this.
put a lot of salt in this because I want us all to be healthy, but
Heart health.
yeah, but it was good. It's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was like a
It
Whoever
wasn't bad.
made this, you can tell they never worked at Waffle House.
You're absolutely right. I have never held a job at Waffle
With
House.
a cigarette in their mouth, flipping pancakes back there.
With 3 teeth.
Yeah. Motherfucker got 99 waffles cooking in a row, nigga, smoking.
Pan be halfway dirty.
That cigarette ain't falling at all.
That dirt on that pan make it taste better.
For sure.
Yeah, whoever made this is like when you could tell that they fired the chef at Costco's.
You done?
All right.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you all for trying it. I appreciate
you for bringing it.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
I was
You're
proud
welcome.
of solid.
And now we'll leave you alone.
It was like an
about
8.
Our cake money.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
An 8 or what?
Let's keep it. Sleepers! Yay! Sleepers
Wait, an 8
time!
or what?
Woohoo! Don't
You don't have to
instigate.
treat her like when she first got hired.
Don't instigate.
You can tell the
Stop
truth.
the hate
You can tell the
campaign.
truth.
It wasn't bad.
An 8 though?
Come on.
8 is a lot.
Oh well, he got them other taste buds
You
too.
had like
He probably tastes flavors in
a
that shit
noodle.
that we
I
couldn't
had an
taste.
elbow.
I would say
He got
6 and a half,
the
7.
concoction buzz. The Caucasus Mountain taste buds.
Flavor explosion.
Emerald Isle.
Yeah, he tasted differently than we did,
Yo,
boy.
Ish, I love you, son. Nigga, Ish got the, I tasted so. What is it? What is it? The purple shit?
You didn't even taste shit.
No, I'm talking
okay?
about my man, how he thinks.
Okay.
How much butter did you use?
A lot.
Yeah.
You saw it.
Yeah,
I
it's butter.
tasted.
Yeah, it's butter.
It was buttery roux.
It was a lot of.
It was very buttery.
No, it was about a lot of.
Just not as cheesy or seasony.
Now, if it was called mac and butter,
You bought it.
Butter's like cheese.
then you ate.
It's similar.
They're distant cousins.
And sour cream. They're all similar. They're all similar.
This nigga's an idiot.
And more sour cream next time, or any binder.
So who's up next? Is lamb chops right? Wasn't that the next bet?
Lamb chops, yes.
What happened? Y'all seem.
I just don't think it'll happen.
Well, we didn't think mac and cheese. I made mac and cheese happen.
Well, Parks and Keno have both been talking about the lamb chops.
They keep their word though. Parks, you got it?
He said he'd give him a grill.
I just want a grill.
That's all Parks has been saying.
Done. Can we make a date for that?
Let's set a date.
2 weeks from now, does that work?
Sure.
2 weeks from now, done.
We've
Wait,
done this
hold on.
99 times. We got sleepers. I want to do this for people that are eventually going to do it, which I don't know that Parks and Keno will at this point, but they both make a great lamb chop. I'm surprised that Mel did it, but
Well, she set it off. You and Imani got to do that spaghetti off now that y'all been talking about.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, y'all been talking.
Let's do that. I could eat that.
That I'm definitely down for.
You eat spaghetti?
I do.
There we go.
That's it.
Good vibes, good mac and cheese, good energy.
For sure.
And mac and cheese will help
man.
the congestion for sure.
What's popping this week? Anything interesting?
Go see Beyonce tonight. That's about it.
Hey.
Oh yeah, it should be a good time.
Hopefully gonna go see Tank.
Tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell's Kitchen. His run ends June 1st. So I want to catch up.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
You better,
Yeah.
you better hit him.
I got to catch him too before
Yeah.
June 1st for sure. Other than that, the shit May moving like she got somewhere to be.
That's a
May
fact.
moving.
May is gone.
May left already.
Thank
nigga.
God.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
Shit packed. Waving on the U-Haul.
Nah, May was
You know.
whooping my ass. I need to get the
May
fuck out
got
of
the
May.
fuck out of here, boy.
Good.
I can't believe that we in June.
Man, when you got 2 kids' birthdays and Mother's Day all in the same month, all within the same week and a half,
You got it?
Well, and if you're gonna honor all of it, then yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that hitting hard then. Listen, man, keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need to be there. Until the next time, we bid you adieu, farewell, adios, arrivederci, hasta la vista, au revoir, so long, goodbye, or a simple head nod will suffice. Remember, life is a series of moments and moments pass, so let's make this one last as if it's all we have. And lastly, ego. The baddies are insecure, the stagnant women want to travel, and the closed-minded women want you to teach them things. Grab you a Tylenol, you might need it. Y'all hold it down this week. Hopefully everybody had a really good Memorial Day weekend. We back to work, we back to the grind, we back on our grizzly. Again, shout out to all the kids prepping for a prom out there. Shout out to all the parents out there, all the happy couples out there, and the couples that hate each other, the miserable ones. We love each and every one of y'all, man.
it's about that time.
Yeah,
It's
sure
about that
enough.
time. You'll start seeing it.
Yeah, you'll see the signs. You'll see the signs around the house. Trust me, my boy. And that's it, man. Thoughts and prayers to everybody out there. Y'all hold it down. Shout out to the subgroups, the Patronis out there. We'll be back this weekend, same time, same place. Hey, wait a minute. Again, shout out to Kai Sinat with the whole streaming university thing. We love that.
Loved it.
We
Loved it.
absolutely love that. Keep killing.
It's Mark Lamar Hill, pussy.
Neutral button.